Hey, Oliver.
Hey there.
Wow, that was loud.
Sorry, I don't think my mic's hot.
No, it's my speakers. Were you able to join without the invitation?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I feel like this thing doesn't fucking work right.
It could possibly be.
Because like Lucas is like, is anybody in there? I can see it, and then when he clicks to join, it tells him that he's got to reinstall something.
Um, I think he just needs to reboot his, or he
Or
needs to turn his
he
browser
needs
off.
to turn his browser off.
Wow, getting a lot of echo.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my headset charged here so I can use it. Of course, it's totally fucking done. Oh, too many F words. Looks like it's working. That's that. Only Windows work this well. Oh, look at that. It found it perfectly. Connecting to. Please wait. Oh, 60 pages of this book. Okay. It's actually really good. Alright. Well, get in bed, please. You're supposed to be snoozing. Alright, we'll go read it. Alright. Oliver, you can still hear me?
Yep, I sure can.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Not bad.
Alright, so let's see. I go here, and then I go, instead of here, I go to. Oh, of course, it's not an option. It's like, headset not an option for sound. Lucas, you made
Yes,
it.
I did. I don't know
Okay.
why I made you reinstall things, but it worked, I guess, in the end, so.
Haha, awesome. So, was Keith going to show up tonight, or?
I pinged him. I haven't heard back yet.
Um, 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 um. Um.
I don't know. Do we need to poke him a little bit?
Well, he's online.
Yeah, I see it over there. Where is it? Alright, let's do this. Everybody message Keith. Let's maybe come out play. Alright. Share it with me.
So, did anybody see that Rebels got released today?
I
I
saw
saw it.
that.
So
I haven't looked at it yet.
Yep. I'm finding stuff going through it now, and I'm like, I should have done this. I should have done that.
Of
always.
course.
Congratulations, though.
Well, cool. Hmm.
Alright. Alright, Lucas, I got your guy. Oliver, I got your guy. I got Keith's. Who's Kevin? Oh no, wait, that's combat reference. That's something else. Never mind. Never mind. Now Keith has got a competition for his computer, if I remember right.
Yeah, his kid might be on instead of him.
Isn't his mom there or something?
I think his sister is coming into town to help with mom or some shit like that.
We need like one more person, and we'll be perfect. Not that I won't run with you two. I'll still do that.
Oh, you're fine. We
Well,
run
Matt
with.
could plan to show up, but it'll be later. That was the game I was in, and I had to leave because we were right at the climatic battle. And then you're like, come on, join, come on, join, come on, join. All right, fine.
Yeah, right. You're like, it was like the most exciting part. I was like, I'm gonna walk out.
Yeah, I did. I actually did.
It's Go do your thing.
Nah,
Oh,
I'm here now.
I don't know. What's funny is it's like I know that there's like a ton of people in the community, and it's like getting together like people to actually play is such a pain in the ass.
It is.
Like that Fate Core game that you were in on that we created characters for. I thought that went awesome. I can't get like anybody to get back in and play again.
So one time only, and then they're gone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like they're totally jaded, if the time slot doesn't work. Just don't get it.
I don't understand that either because it's unless you got some dedicated people for a certain time slot. It's hard to find good players, man. It really is. I'm gonna go grab a pop. Be right back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I had to step away.
You're fine. I think he jumped off to grab pop real quick anyway.
That's cool. A pop. That's funny. Nobody calls it pop here.
Well, yeah, I don't know. He's usually drinking this time of night, so I'm not sure if he's driving later on or if there's something else going on. I was going to give him a hard time about it when he got back.
Everybody said that he's. I'm gonna go get a pop.
Yeah.
It's a Midwestern thing.
I say a soda or what?
Yeah, yeah. If you say like if you were to say pop here, yeah, people would look at you like they have no idea what you're talking about. Whereas like in the Midwest, you could say either one, and they're kind of interchangeable.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it's weird.
Not so much in Cali, huh?
Yeah, they're
That's interesting. You go down south, and you have to ask for a soda pop.
nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
No, nobody has that
I was
here.
just saying you're usually hitting the whiskey or something this time of night. You must be driving later.
No, I had a 6 pack of Sam Adams last night at the face-to-face game.
Ah.
So you're like my character just stands there.
I was the game master, so I was like, "You all die. You're all mowed down a hail of fusion fire and brimstone."
And you just kind of randomly fall asleep. I'm terrible. I never drink, so I have like the lowest tolerance ever.
Nah, I'm not gonna fall asleep from 6 beers. That's for sure.
I would be pretty fucked up personally, but
6 beers, 6 beersies.
Oh yeah. That's okay. Everybody's going to bed at my house. Oh, all right. What do we want to do? We want to give everybody. We gonna get 5 more minutes and then we do it, or what do we want to do? Yeah, yeah, like there's 5 people said yes that they would play, and 3 maybes. None of them came in. They would play. Where's everybody?
I think the problem, Alan, is you've got to show a little more leg.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, probably.
Gotta show you excited about the project, baby.
Oh, I'm not. Just not. I'm not excited.
No excitement. The joy's gone out.
Well, it's like, well, I'm working on a book trying to get it done. So I'm like going through InDesign and setting up the layout and all that kind of fun stuff. And I post to the backers. I'm like, hey, I'm working on InDesign. Like, and I have like 2 or 3 like descenders that are always like, well, we just want the book. We don't care if it's laid out. Like, what are you doing? Where are? And like, just like constantly giving me a hard time. It's like, come and play that if you are so anxious. Oh no, we want to play it ourselves. We don't want to do that. It's like,
Like,
okay,
dicks.
yeah, just to be dicks.
Gotta like people like that.
It's like my friend from the Fate game.
Wow, that's funny. I just had somebody post on Ranker Pit. Where'd it go? Question: how can Chopper have brawling, brawling parry, melee combat, and melee parry? For that matter, how can any ass-smack have those skills? My response: watch the show.
Right?
I mean, I think R2 has all those skills.
Well, that's because everybody thinks that like the mechanics in the show line up really good.
And
They don't. I had someone post some bullshit about Drizzt from D&D, how he's a ranger. I'm like, just because they say you're a ranger doesn't mean you're a ranger.
not a ranger, not a hill ranger.
He's no ranger skills. He's good with two swords. Like, he's a fighter. He literally is a standard fighter.
I don't care. I fucking hate the character.
Isn't that two-handed thing a D&D ranger thing, though?
And the two-handed used to be only a fighter characteristic. I mean, I could be wrong, though.
Nope, second edition, it was definitely a ranger thing.
Was it two-handed fighting?
Yep.
I've only played D&D a few times, so I'm certainly not an expert. I was just remembering a guy who was do you read Order of the Stick?
I don't. What is
hilarious online? It's like D&D, but it's obviously making fun of the genre in a good way. But it's absolutely hilarious. And so the halfling is a ranger, quote unquote, and of course he wields two daggers and has like zero actual ranger skills. Everything is all the feats that give him combat bonuses and stuff, and is a murderous bastard the whole way through. But if you have not read Order of the Stick, highly recommend it.
I have it open. I'm going to look at it later.
The next time you're babysitting the server, and you've got that couple minutes of downtime every few.
So that was actually a lot of fun. Babysitting the server. I was getting attacked from Indonesia.
Ooh.
Someone got dinged.
I did. Matt sent a message on Hangouts.
Who's Matt?
I don't know. Why isn't he in the game? Alright, Matt, I'm going to invite you right now, dude. Matt Guider.
Yeah, he just posted any games being played in Australia-friendly time zones. Send him an invite. Tell him, hey, come on over. Come party with us.
I can't. Why can't I fucking invite this guy?
I don't know. Did you start the Hangout already or the recording?
Yeah, let's go.
Did you invite him in Australian?
Oh, you're already recording? That might be why.
No, you can still join.
Can you?
I'm going to add him to my Star Wars group. And then maybe I can.
Yeah, I can't even. I click on the invite button, it doesn't even work.
Star Wars. Right. Everybody's going to get another invitation. Accept. Oh, maybe that's why.
Why? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you
He's
do?
listening because he said the two weapon fighting is still a ranger option. Okay, he's not going to play. He's going to watch. So he must be the one viewer. So you really have never played D&D. I find D&D after second edition to be far too complicated for a game.
No, I played it like twice. So, but I think I was too much of a jerk for the GM in the first game that I played. He was pretty bad, and I wasn't telling him he was bad, but I was going on about stuff. I was mocking his enemies, I think, primarily as a character. So he didn't bother inviting me back, and I wasn't too keen to make a second appearance.
I just find that it's like the whole even 5th edition is all about you have to really enjoy making characters.
Because they get killed off so often?
Yeah, because it takes literally like an hour and a half to make a goddamn character. like, ooh, please let me make another character, and we'll play next week. I just want to freaking play.
Yeah, that's
All right, that's
understandable.
fine. We'll go with you two guys. All right. So, you guys, are we ready? Everybody ready? Ready already?
Let's do
Ready?
it.
Okay. So, just to be clear, everybody should have the dice stream open.
Let's
All right.
see.
If I go here, you should see Game Master. Everybody see that?
I see you.
Okay. You see me. That's good. Am I good lighting?
You look like you're going to do the Blair Witch Project.
It's actually that's what I was going for.
Oh,
A little
you're
bit of
right on.
roll on
Right
the
on.
nose.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna turn off the camera now. So you guys have just been recruited by the Rebel Alliance from some place where you've been at some point in your career, not important, and they need two people who are, let's say, willing to go and do some not very good things in order to help the Rebel Alliance. And you guys have volunteered to take on this role. So their plan is they want you guys to go to this. It's like a museum, think like the Natural History Museum in New York. It's like this huge museum, and there's this thought process that there is a imperial think tank that is working on different secret projects somewhere within the museum itself. So they want you guys to go. They want you to try to figure out what the hell's going on and to do some intel and recon and possibly bring back some data.
Okay.
Okay? So they've taken your weapons, they've taken your gear, they've given you kind of like standard civilian outfits, and they drop you off at the steps that lead into this museum.
All right.
What
So
would
do
you
we
like to
have
get?
like data pads or anything, or what are we looking at here? Comlinks.
You have anything that is you have anything that you, like a civilian would have. So a data pad would be, I think, reasonable.
Okay.
But they basically nothing to give you to make you be like stand out.
Right.
Like they want you to go in, kind of blend in with the crowd, find an opportunity, exploit it.
All right, so I have to put my BFG 9000 back.
Right.
Arr.
If you're trying to get out of a plane, you can't take the leaf blowers either. So.
No me leaf blowers.
No water bottles either.
All
I
right.
heard
So
there's
let's
dangerous stuff
say
in water bottles.
data pad, comlink. All right. So how big is the museum? What are we talking here?
This museum is about the size of a city block, give or
Wow.
take.
Sweet. That's pretty
There's
good size.
there's a good exhibit going on of some ancient history stuff. There's like a ancient history section, which is like crazy alien dinosaur kind of exhibit going on. There's a gem and minerals show going on. It's things you would typically see at like the evolution of let's say the evolution of body armor is like a special exhibit that's happening upstairs.
Okay.
So there's kind of like a crowd. They're milling around. You guys already have tickets. You just kind of make your way in, and you're like in the lobby. And in the lobby, there is two large fossilized monsters, kind of like posed to look like they're fighting. And it's kind of like a long hallway. And in the center of the hallway, there's these monsters kind of staggered. And then there's kind of like from where you guys are standing, there's two doorways to the north, one set of double doors, and then there's a doorway to the south from where you are. This room is, like I said, it's quite long. It seems to run almost the entire length of the building, and it's like kind of like lined with like Romanesque columns.
Okay. So
Only bigger because it's Star Wars.
that's right.
Big, more high tech.
Big columns that reach to the sky. So Vey kind of whistles under her breath, looks up at the big ugly dinosaurs, or whatever they are, Mon Calamari SARS, and looks over at Zoot and kind of gives him the elbow. I'm going to look around and see if I can spot any security cameras, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Good question.
I will just kind of like scout entrances then. Be back here in about 15 minutes.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So I'm just gonna mosey around, Zoot. Just kind of like taking around, just kind of like different exits and entrances and different galleries, killing some time while Vey does her sachet thing.
So I'm mostly just looking for over the doors that we have. We've got the two to the north and one to the south, and I'm trying to see if there's video cameras, that kind of stuff, any kind of extra equipment above what I'm seeing in other parts of the museum as I walk around. So I'm trying to get a feel for what security is normally, and look to see what might be out of place, what might be extra.
Sure. So there's a guy walking around in kind of a light body armor. He's pacing back and forth along the length of the hallway. He stops every once in a while and turns around and goes back the other direction. He's just kind of like your $5 an hour kind of security guard.
Okay.
At the far end of the of this wide hallway area, it turns to the north, and it makes kind of an L shape to a set of double doors. On the other end, there is an additional camera pointing to a construction area that's kind of roped off with like those red ropes, and that area is kind of like plastic off with like this neoprene plastic material, and that camera is pointing directly at that.
Okay. So this is the only guard that we see. We don't see any droids or anyone else who's an obvious guard besides our mall cop.
No, not in this gallery.
Okay. And does he have visible ID, like a identification badge, or does he have a comlink gun? What is he rocking with this light body armor?
Sure. So he's got an ID badge on his belt. It looks to be attached to some kind of magnetic like keychain. And then on the other side, he seems to have some kind of like a glow rod or like a stun stick.
Okay.
Oh, they have those from Star Wars.
Yeah.
So he's kind of he's like non-military. Like he doesn't look like he's there to hurt anybody. He's there to kind of keep things in line. It may be shooting is a little bit above this guy's pay grade.
Okay.
So the other thing that you notice is on the opposite side of that under construction area, there's another walkway that kind of winds off and around, and you found another door at the other end by that L. So
okay.
What we have, so we got this long gallery. On the left-hand side, so if we're looking at it from the top, on the left-hand side, there's a walkway up, and there's a closed-off area to the south. Then we have double doors on like about 20 feet down, and they're on both sides of the hallway of the gallery. So you go up or down that way. And there's another door to the north, and then it turns in an L shape, and there's another set of double doors up in that L shape.
Okay.
Lots of options.
Does any of the areas require, like the doors, do I see anyone having to swipe anything to go through? So let's say the construction area. So if I head over by the construction area, kind of hang out, looking, not directly at it, but just trying to be as nonchalant as possible, and lean up against the cordoned off thing there, and strike a pose as you do.
Okay.
Yeah, strike a pose, and then try and see, just are there people accessing the doors? Does it require any kind of clearance or card swipes to get in? Anything
You
that way?
can't really you can't really tell, so you kind of pretend to look at the diorama that's on the wall there,
Okay.
and the plastic sheeting seems to be more than one layer thick.
Mm,
You can't really tell what's going on beyond it, other than it's there.
okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, I
But yeah, none
will.
of the doors in this area are. Um, they're all glass. They're all open. They lead to different areas within the different exhibits.
All right, I will settle up to Zoot. Where do I find Zoot? What's he doing?
I've lost track of time. I'm walking through the galleries going, wow, this shit's really cool. But I do have a comm link.
You
Mm,
have this is true.
looking around, it's nowhere to be found. All right,
Typical
so I will
Zoot.
go ahead and fire off your comm frequency.
Oh, what the hell? Reach down, grab it. Yeah, what do you need?
Where are you?
I'm over in the Daskador area.
Ah, and
That's Heather Schwalbad.
anything interesting happening there?
Not really, but I tell you what, this pottery is amazing.
I am sure it is. However, I think there's a little bit more security than I would expect over on the construction side, not too far from where we came in.
All
When
right.
you find the time, amble over this way, will you?
I'll be there as quick as I can. What section are you next to? Haha.
I am next to the Genosian wall dancing display.
Okay. I'll be over there as soon as I can.
Super.
Yep. And I grab my little handy dandy, map of the oh god, I'm thinking temple, but I mean museum, and head on that way to that direction.
Now, do you guys want to search around for anything or look for anything specific before you go down this route?
Well, we know the security camera's there, so I'm not saying we're going to go down right away. I want to show him. Well, so when Zoot arrives, Faye kind of sidles over and sticks her arm through his and drags him over in front of the mural, and then motions up to the extra camera pointing towards the construction site and says, there's a couple of extra doors back behind there. I can't see much of what's going on, but um, and I haven't seen anyone come or go, but compared to some of the other areas, there seems to be a little more activity there. Well, not activity, more security than I would expect.
Okay. Do you know if there's another way in?
I don't know if there's another way in over there, but we can take a look.
All right. Well, I will steer her that direction, arm in arm.
And we are looking to see if there's any other way to get through here without being seen by the camera.
I'm
No.
not constantly stare at Vay's boobs, going, "I really love your eyes."
Aha.
Nice. So no, there doesn't seem to be another way through this particular area. And while you guys are kind of like quote unquote nonchalantly looking at the plastic, you notice that the guard is kind of stopped just a little bit off from you guys and is just standing there watching it.
Hmm. Well, what are your thoughts, Vay?
Do you have hot hands?
Do I have hot hands?
Yeah.
Only
How
you.
good you are acquiring something that belongs to someone else? Well,
Pickpocket skill.
Yeah. Didn't really
Ability.
have a whole lot of use for that kind of stuff out on the farm. Probably not.
Okay, just to a little bit out of character. There are other things available besides this entrance.
Mm-hmm.
sure.
That's what I was wondering.
Just bring it back to that.
Yeah, I mean, we point out you've got the other set of double doors to the north and the L-shaped hallway up there. So we can kind of guide him around and point out some of the other options, if you will. The
You can
fact
also
that security.
search around for things as well.
Well, then
To
let's
kind
do
of
some searching around then.
searching around. Always want to search around. All right.
Absolutely.
So let's see, Lucas, your search is 5D, and Zoot, your search is what?
3D plus 2.
We do +2. So if you guys want to go ahead and make some rolls, do we have to have the camera on to see the rolls?
I got a 15.
All right. So you
I
said
don't
you
have my camera. Sorry.
have to turn the camera on to see the rolls.
In Dice
Yeah.
Stream, you do.
Your dice should go.
Really?
Unless we got the roll 20.
Well, I have the roll 21 up, but I don't think
Okay,
you're on there.
let me bring up the roll 20 here. We'll just do it that way. Much as I love it.
Sorry.
Choose campaign to launch.
Use app.
Oh, that's
Because the computer that I'm on right now does not have a video, but.
Okay. Alright, hang on a second. Let me roll over and roll.
But I'm
20.
already logged into the main roll 20 Star Wars site.
Alright, so we're Star Wars D6 Adventures, yes?
Yeah.
Alright, this is loading.
It's in Hangouts now.
Alright, so I'll turn the dice stream off.
All right.
D20 on.
Gonna make him drink the Kool-Aid yet.
There we go. I just hate it so much. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so 15. You still have a card for the wild dice thing?
Yeah, it's all in there.
Okay, alright, so what about Lucas? You want to roll for a search?
Yeah, if I can find where my stupid dice went on here. Come on. Where's our dice at, guys? There they are. I see them.
Wow, that pisses me off. Can anybody else use the magnification tool right now?
Yes.
Mine does not work.
Although it's kind of shitty. Like when I move my mouse over it, it goes away.
Yep, that's exactly what happens to me, so I can't change the magnification level.
That's okay.
So it's not just me. All right,
All
excellent.
right, did that show up for you guys? Well, that's not right, though.
19's not right? Oh, you didn't have to. Oh, because you're not using your macros that are tied to your token.
Ah, you've got to click on my token.
That's good. It's all that fanciness.
Where is my token?
Right next to the
There
ship.
it is. Okay, gotcha.
Where's I don't see my ship? Oh, ship. Zoot there.
So now, once I've clicked on that, there we go. Dice pool. Awesome. 5.
Wow.
25. Alright, so you guys kind of like peruse down the this gallery, and you notice carefully hidden in this one side of the wall, on the north side, is a access panel. Like one of those fob things for like running your magnetic card over.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out the little map thing that I had that I picked up for like visitors and stuff like that, and mark that on the thing, just like I'm marking any cameras and stuff like that I see.
Alright, so it'll probably help if I.
Okay, how was that for an idea, Lucas?
Sounds good to me.
That's a good idea,
It's
isn't
a
it?
great idea.
Yeah.
That's stellar.
Zoot's
Stellar
pretty
stuff.
goddamn smart. Yeah. You could do worse, honey.
Got to give him points for trying.
Yeah. He's gonna tap that ass. No, just joking.
It's just weird.
Only if it gets shot.
Oh look, there's a slider on the right of the D20 window that works.
Yeah, it sure does, but it's just not the same. It's not right.
How do I get to my dice pool?
Oh, as a GM?
Yeah.
1 second. Oh, God dang it. All right, there we go. Finally got it. All right. If you click on the gear cog on the top right,
Yeah.
and underneath macros, you'll see a bunch of macros that are already there. And
negative.
oh, because
are
they not shared? No, they're not shared. But I'll do that real quick.
Oh my god. So
Who's Blunt? Oh, I bet you that's Mac.
No, Blunt F is me. How did I show up as Blunt Fang on this one, and yet I logged in? See, I swear, remember how we reset it to show Lucas Martin? it's still screwy, man. It let me log in with my Gmail, but now it's saying Blunt F instead of Lucas Martin. Well, we just reset it like a couple weeks ago,
That is strange.
but I haven't changed anything. So,
You broke
well,
it.
except I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
using
the
a different
macros.
computer.
Dice, dodge, hit location. Show macro bar. Ooh, so fancy.
I think that'll handle everything you need. Character point, complication, dice, dodge, hit location, initiative.
56 dice.
There you go.
197. You guys are in trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
I use a force point and completely block your total combat.
And it does nothing.
With the map.
For I'm the one, and I am one with the force, and so yeah, I just kind of like rewrite reality. My name is Neo.
All right. So we've got doors, and a. There's no door that goes with that little fog though that you can ascertain. It's just kind of part of the wall, just like totally random, just kind of like flopped onto the wall.
Just kind of show it to him. Yeah. Obviously, must be some sort of secret wall back there. Yeah. Hey, check out the pottery.
All right. So this is like a little access terminal that R2 or somebody would plug into, or you'd plug a data pad in or something like that.
I think so. It was like a card swiper.
Yeah, no, this would go along with the cards that these guys have magnetically stuck to their sides.
Well, magnetically stuck to their sides makes it a little bit harder to get it off their body.
It's not chained to their bodies. It's just kind of like stuck on it.
Well,
Stuck on you.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we've got a couple options. We can explore our construction area. We can try and unbutton the shirt a little more and have Zoot grab the card while Vey distracts the card. We could pull the fire alarm. Got options.
There
Well,
are
different
there are
options,
numerous
but I
other spaces as well.
What
have
was
we
that?
have we gone through the entire all the exhibits for the most part or not?
No, you have not.
Okay. Faye, I think that we should probably get a pretty good lay of the land here. Why don't we just kind of visit the different galleries and stuff like that? Keep marking down where we see cameras and security. Where we see men camped out. Security where we see it, and if we see any more of those swipe cards where it looks like there might be a hidden door.
Okay, sounds great. Also look for maintenance kind of stuff.
Yep.
If there's maintenance workers or droids, or if they're using any other access ways or anything that way.
Sure. So we'll just spend the entire afternoon or whatever, just kind of like walking around here, taking notes as we can on our little pamphlet thingy.
Sure. All right. So the first set of double doors, they're on the northern part. They lead into a king's chamber. There's like a high-tech throne, like the emperor's throne kind of thing, on a raised dais with two. I don't want to say mock-ups. I want to say models of like the imperial, the red guys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Imperial Guard.
Like the real badass ones. And there's like a little guard stand there. And there's a guard like sitting there reading a data slate. There's a janitor's room in there that just says like janitorial on the door. And then there's a couple ways out of this room. There's a doorway that's like directly to the right of the mannequins, and then there's a doorway immediately after you come in on the right as well. Just want to run you through all the exhibits, or do you guys want to like walk around?
Well, I'm going to go pose next to one of the mannequins, of course, and have Zoot pretend to take a picture with his data pad, and while we eyeball stuff, do the things that tourists would do.
Perfect.
And so we've
So
got
as far
your
as
two doors.
cameras go,
Yeah.
in this room, there's a camera behind the throne that is shooting out to the door. But that's the only camera you see in this space, other than obviously the guard that's there.
This is another rent-a-cop.
It is definitely a rent-a-cap. This museum doesn't pay top dollar for their security guards. The door to the right there leads to a small walkway, inside of which there is a like a scene out of like the founding days of the planet. Like there's the planet on the board and like the imperial guys. It's like that kind of thing.
Okay.
Do you want to search any of these rooms?
Does the guard appear to be more or less interested as we approach the two different? You said they've got two different doors. One leads to the small chamber. What does the other door lead to? Is it
The other
marked
door,
anyway, or does it look like something we're allowed to go through?
yeah, they're all open in this area.
They're what?
Everything is open. The
Okay.
janitorial closet is closed or locked.
Sure.
And it's got another one of those little data pads on it. But all the other doors are unlocked.
Okay. Well, let's go through the other one and take a peek at what the other room opens up into.
Okay, so in this room, there's a long case, and in the case are all kinds of like crazy like alien artifacts. And there's little tags on them, and there's like like skulls and like ancient weapons, and like, but it's like a long table of them.
Okay.
There's people cruising around it, and then that room has a doorway that leads out into another hall. So everything is kind of connected and back and forth. So like down that hallway, there's another door, and that door leads back into the founder's room. And then it goes around, and then there's another room that's got like some statues in it, and like a treasure exhibit. And then at the end of this long winding hallway, there's another exhibit, and this one has got some live creatures in cages, and they all look really like sickly. And as you walk into the room, there's a large like open pit. It's covered with like a glass, but there's like an open pit before you get into the room where these animals are. Well, I shouldn't say animals; they're aliens. So they're like human-ish, alien-ish, animal-ish. And then there's double doors in that room that lead back to the main gallery.
Okay. So we've got live aliens. Do we know what they are? What does it say on the plaque or anything?
It just says like current specimens in rotation, and that's like all it says. And they're just like they look like they've been maybe experimented on. Not the
Great.
healthiest bunch.
Is there anyone? Usually in a museum, you've got people that are looking at stuff, that are meandering about. As we go through these rooms, I want to look for people that have purpose, like those that are not necessarily looking at the exhibits, but are instead moving along too fast. Do you know what I mean? They're not going that leisurely gait, or they clearly know their way around. They're not checking the map either. They're just headed that direction.
Well, I mean, you can make a perception check. You can see.
Okay. All right. Let's do.
Make it a little random for you.
There we go. Come on, wakey, wakey, computer. All right. So I can really just hit initiative, and it should do the same thing. So there's a super lousy initiative roll. Did it even show you the numbers?
I have just a 13. Oh
Yeah.
wait, there it is. Yeah, you got a 1.
Yeah, you can hover over it. Clearly, I'm not seeing a whole lot.
No, you don't really notice anybody that's really like out of the ordinary. Everybody just seems to be like families and like maybe a small group on a field trip. What about you, Zoot? You got any perception in you?
I'm sorry, perception roll? That's what you were asking for?
Do you perceive anything that is perceptible in the perceptionist? Perception?
I don't understand.
We're trying to identify. Did you fall asleep on us?
No, I didn't understand the question. That's
Oh, okay. So we're looking to see if you guys notice anybody like following you or people that are
ah.
not,
So you're
you
saying
know,
are we paying attention to people around us, and if so, roll.
right. If you notice anybody that's, out of the ordinary.
Vey was looking for people that clearly knew where they were going. They weren't checking
Well, I only
maps
rolled a
or.
7. Sorry.
You guys think that it's kind of a family-friendly place. Um,
Is an
Now, you
imperial
did
think
notice
tank
a
here?
couple.
Unlikely.
What's that?
Oh, I just said an imperial think tank here? Unlikely.
Yeah, and then once in a while, one of those guards will kind of like walk through. Now, you did find another one of those keypads. I'm sorry, key fob things in the founder's room, and there are no cameras in that room.
Okay. So,
But there, like I said, but there is the guard that are patrolling.
the one, so is the one from the Emperor's throne room patrolling, or is he mainly just in that room, or is he moving around between those connecting rooms there?
You guys have kind of three guards so far. The one that's sitting at that podium that's in the Emperor's room.
Okay.
There is the one walking around the main galley, and then there's a second one that you guys noticed coming into the main galley as you guys were going into the throne room. So there are.
All right.
That one is more wandering the whole of the complex.
Well, yeah. Since there's no visible cameras, at least in the founder's room, how's the crowd looking? How many people have you got?
Right now, there's kind of a crowd that's moving together, probably like 15 people. They're all, spread out through age. They're not just like little kids. They're like a broad group of people, and
Uh-huh.
they're kind of making their way down the hallway and into the specimen room.
Okay. All right. They looks. Well, I don't need to do that. I'll just kind of tilt my head towards the keypad, the fob area, and say to the Zood, so I've seen you pick locks before. How are you with something a little fancier?
I can only try.
We've got a couple of options, and we could try and pick up something to make it a little easier for one of the guards, but there's obviously some risk associated with that. If we mess with it, could set something off as well. We haven't seen anyone use it.
So as you guys are kind of doing that, you notice the guard that's just wandering around kind of walks through the room past you guys and out towards the group of people that are walking down the hallway.
Okay. Hey, Vay, do you know what we're supposed to be looking for?
Not a lot. They just said that they suspect there's an imperial think tank in here. We're supposed to try and figure out where they're at and perhaps what they're looking, what they're doing, what it is they're imagining up. Can't be any worse than what they've done to those aliens out there.
True. All right. Well, I would think they would probably have pretty decent security around here. Is this something we want to try and do during the day, or do you want to try and come back here at night, or do we just take what information we have and go back and ask for orders?
But the orders are to infiltrate and retrieve whatever kind of data you can find.
Okay. Um, so, have we seen any maintenance kind of stuff as we've been going through? Anyone else wearing uniforms besides the security guards?
No, you haven't seen any maintenance staff.
Okay. Um, well, it's certainly there's certainly be fewer people to see what we're doing during the nighttime. I would suspect security might be tighter as well, um, but that's definitely something to consider. Um, is there looking around the founder's room? Is there any good places to hide in some place like this if we were to spend the night in the museum to see if everything comes alive?
Um, well, there's really like a bunch of chairs with like mannequins in it, and then there's like a table, like a 10-foot table with some people like some mannequins standing around it, pointing at the board.
Hmm.
Um, probably your best bet if you were to like try to lay low for the night is somehow get into that janitor's closet you guys found
In the Emperor's room, in the throne room.
in the Emperor's room, and then there's a small alcove that's in one of the other rooms that is also kind of like off to the left. Like it's like a religious room, like all religious iconography in that room. And the corner there is a like prayer vestibule kind of thing. And it's like stuck set into the wall with like a little bench to like sit on and like a place to light candles.
Well, I'm sure Zoot relishes the idea of being locked in the dark closet with Babe for a while. But which
Absolutely.
Dave's not the one to break in is the biggest issue. She has no delusions about her capacity to pick a lock. Well, yeah, if we're gonna get in one of those, we need either a key or you need to try your hand at um, getting access to that. I can certainly try and distract the guard, keep the tension in there.
Now, there are a couple other areas that you guys haven't been to yet.
Okay.
There's a hallway to the right of that construction area that kind of winds around, and that's in the far west of the main gallery. And then there's a set of double doors on the south side of that gallery as well.
Well, let's leave no stone unturned.
After you, fair lady.
In your dreams,
Yeah.
I grab him by the arm again and drag him along.
Yeah,
Okay, so
whatever.
which one are you going to go to?
I want his attention on everything else, so.
I want a burger and fries with that shake, baby.
All right, so we head out past the construction area again, and how is the plastic secured? Just like,
I mean, from where you guys are, without getting closer, it just kind of looks sealed from the inside.
okay,
But there definitely looks like there could be an opening in it. Like there's two sheets, and one side is unsealed, and the other side, the opposite side, isn't sealed.
right. All right. Let's head around and see what we can find on this hallway that runs around the corner from it.
All right, so you guys head down this hallway, and it kind of wraps around, and there's paintings on the walls with the lights, and it kind of turns the corner into a dead end. And in this dead end, there is the founder of this city. And he's kind of sitting there, and when you get close, it starts to talk to you, and kind of moves like a hologram. And he starts giving this speech about how great he is, and how, if it wasn't for him, that, blah, blah, blah. And just give like this total BS politician speech. And it's kind of like, there's a couple people there that are just like really interested in what this guy has to say. They're like locals. Like, oh, that's so interesting. You're like huge and awesome. Like, yeah, probably douchebag.
Yeah.
So that's
Kool-Aid
kind of what's going on in this little hallway.
Yeah, Kool-Aid drink.
Exactly. So, you guys turn around.
I think so. Faye?
Wasn't there one other door there? You said
There
There's
is.
a set of double doors on the
the
south
extra,
side.
yeah, the extra construction, red ropes, another walkway that we just found at the dead end. I thought there was another door over there somewhere.
There's a pair of double doors to the south.
Okay, let's hit the double doors.
Well, after
So
you,
as you make your way down the hallway, you notice somebody that is out of place here. And this guy is wearing like an imperial uniform, and not like a soldier, like a technician.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of like he's got a different kind of badge on his shirt, and he's walking to the east, away from the construction area, and he's holding like a lunchbox.
I look at Faye.
that.
Raise an eyebrow.
Oh, where'd he come from?
Yeah, let's see where he's going, and it looks like he might have come from the construction site over here, but it's worthwhile seeing if there's a locker room or something too.
Well, he makes his way down the galley, and then he goes out the double doors and out into the street.
Okay.
Well, Faye, what do you want to do? You want to keep following him, or do we go back in and finish casing this place?
It's the different badge that I'm interested in as well. Some kind of a repair or technician badge may get us into more places. Well, I guess the security guards should have access to pretty much everything too, though.
Well, if you want to follow him, maybe he's having lunch. Maybe you can sit down and
What
talk with
time is it?
him.
What
A
time,
conversation.
Alan?
You want to do that? You want to follow him out to the street?
Oh, I'm asking what time it is, Alan.
It's probably late afternoon,
So past lunchtime.
past lunchtime, so he's probably going home for the day.
Yeah. I say we go knock him out, take his card, bring it back. No, just joking.
I don't know why you're joking.
These are all these are all options. There's lots of things you guys can do.
Sure. Yeah, we've got his card. We're gonna lose him before he goes too much further. And we just have our stuff. Let's go ahead and finish casing it. If there's one worker, there's likely to be more, and he's come from the construction side. So
There's more than one tech. Probably more than one.
I would think so.
The
Right,
empire's like the
let's-
government, you know. Why buy $6 things? You know, when you can buy two for 200. You know.
Well, if there's anybody doing something, there's
I
got
love that movie.
three or four people watching government. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's head back in and
We bought two for 200. Yeah, but you can buy one for $6. But we bought two.
Yeah, that's right. We have a backup just in case.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
it costs
so
$200. Yes.
all right. So the double doors to the south. What are we
the
looking
double
at? There?
doors. So the double doors to the south open up into like a mess hall. There's like a food replicators on the walls, and there's tables and chairs, and there's a whole bunch of people milling around in this room. There's a separate door that goes out through in the back of the room. There's another door. It doesn't go outside. It goes just further into the complex. But there's lots of chairs and people milling around and food and
Food. This is a cafeteria.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a cafeteria area.
Museum cafeteria.
Let's head back to the other door back there. Is that going into like a kitchen area, or is that headed somewhere else?
So that door that's there is locked with a key fob again.
Okay.
Back.
And there's no markings on this door.
All right. Mark that down on my map.
Okay. So we've got.
But as you guys are like standing there, like kind of like looking at your map and writing notes, the door opens and another one of those guys comes out, like another one of those technician guys. Kind of walks out and straightens his like little uniform, and the door slides shut behind him, and he walks out. There's the double doors.
I look at him. I look at Vay. Look at him.
All right. Vay's going to move to intercept him before he gets too far into the cafeteria, and she is going to move up next to him and reach up and grab him by the shoulder, just get his attention. And when he turns around, she'll flash him a smile and say, I knew you'd be the most interesting person in the room. Now tell me, everybody knows that only those who work here knows what's actually worth eating and what's not. And try and distract him from, hopefully, Zoot.
So, I'm waiting for the pheromones to kick
Yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah.
To flush a little bit.
We're going to blow the pheromones. We're going to loosen the top button and let him know that his opinion is what matters most. And clearly he is of a discerning breed.
He is of the nerdiest breed possible. He's
Sweet.
literally got like no personality, and he's kind of like uncomfortable
Yeah.
with talking to anybody. So why don't you go ahead and let's try to persuade him with your +1 for your pheromones.
Okay, let's grab. Got
No nodding, dude. I will not make it if you yawn.
I'm
what's
sorry.
that? Persuasion. This gives me, lots.
70.
Yeah. Let's see what we get here.
Excellent. So he turns kind of bright red when you say this to you. He kind of fumbles around, and he sticks out his arm and holds his lunchbox in your face.
Ah, okay. So I'm going
All
to
right,
reach up.
this is Zoot's cue. Comes walking through. Oh, excuse me! Boosh! Just run right into him, accidentally on purpose. Hopefully knock everything out of his hands down to the floor. Sort of like trip, fall on him. Kind of bumble around, try and help him get up. And while doing that, I'll try and steal his key card.
Okay, and when he runs into him, Faye will do her best to entangle herself with him as well
Oh,
and
you're assisting me.
obscure his vision, and just
like get
generally,
motorboated a little bit. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Motorboat time. No,
All right, so we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to try to do an entangle, and then we're going to try to do, I don't know, do you have any skill that would work for this?
Yeah.
Gentlemen?
That'd be sleight of hand. That's a dex skill.
I don't see that on your sheet, though. So it's
Well,
going to be 3D.
I've got dex.
That's right, 3D.
All right, you need me to roll that?
So Vey is going to roll a, let's see, what would we use for this kind of thing?
Well, I think she's just trying to distract him more than tangle him
It's
up.
like
so.
acting or something. It's
I think
fall on him and
Yep. I think what Vey's trying to do is in some way trying to help assist me grabbing the key card by doing whatever she can to keep him not looking at the key card or looking the other way kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. So we're going to do 2 rolls, and Lucas, you're going to roll 1D, and then all of you are going to run 3D, and then we're going to add them together and see how that turns out for you guys.
Okay.
Right.
Is that fair?
Ugh.
Oh, sweet. Better hope for a 6.
What did mine not go through? Oh no, it didn't. There we go. Sorry.
Holy shit!
Wow. Seriously?
That is awesome.
1D and you rolled a 23.
I don't know what to say.
All right,
That
so you have
is-
completely enamored this guy. He you straddled him, like laying on top of him. He just is like, his shit goes everywhere. But he is just like, he is like fallen in love. So his lunchbox scatters across, his key card scatters across, some other miscellaneous pens and shit fall on the floor. You pick up the key card, stick it in your pocket.
All right.
All right. After Vey retrieves his lunchbox and opens it up and eats some food over his face and all that kind of fun stuff, I'll ask him.
He's got a big old K-boss in there. She's just
Yeah.
chowing.
I'm going to give him my com link address. Call me code. What do you call it? What do they call it? Frequency. Com frequency. And
Remember?
tell him to look me up tomorrow. I have the day off tomorrow.
I got tomorrow off too.
Yeah, it's kind of like that when you don't work for a living. So.
But you don't actually give him your phone number, do you?
Oh no.
It's like a fake phone number. It's like Zoot's number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, kitty.
All right, so he's like beat red. He like collects all of his shit. He like and then like making like darts out the door. Like it's like I'll call you, my love, and then like kind of makes his way down the hallway. Off to tell his mom about the girl that he ran into at work.
Vey's embarrassed too, but she's always red, so I'm not sure how that works for Zeltrons.
Maybe she turns a little purple.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe she turns flesh tone when she gets embarrassed.
She turns to Zoot and kind of puts her hands on her hip and his leg. She just looks at him and says, "Well."
I kind of like tap my pocket. Nothing. Just fine.
Looks like it's time to grab a bite. So
All right.
Okay.
grab some food.
Grab some grindage.
All right, so you guys, just so you know, so you rolled so spectacularly that no one even noticed that you guys swiped his card.
Sweet.
The cameras
That's
didn't
good.
even pick up on it or any of that kind of stuff. So you guys grab a bite to eat and kind of hang out. What do you want to? How long do you want to wait for, or do you want to just like?
Well, as it goes into evening, is the crowd picking up or thinning out?
The crowd in the cafeteria is picking up, but they have a half-price deal going after 5, and so more people are starting to file into the exhibits.
So we just go for it.
But you do also notice that there are a couple additional security guards.
In the cafeteria area.
No, not specifically. The additional security guards are patrolling.
Okay, so just more crowds, more guards.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, as far as the kitchen area goes, there is a camera, but that camera is shooting again towards the double doors.
Okay. Well, while we're eating, can I take a quick look at sort of the map that we have of the museum, and sort of like ascertain if there's like, you know, okay, taking a look at it, taking a look at where we see there's like key card openers, but we don't see a door, and taking into consideration the different, how the galleries are designed and stuff like that. Does it appear on our map as though there may be, like 27th floor or whatever you want to call it, 21st floor, it doesn't exist, kind of thing.
So yeah. So if you're looking at your map, there is definitely a void where that door is in the cafeteria. So like if you look at the gallery would be about half the length of the cafeteria, and then there's that extra half the length where there's nothing on the map. Like the door isn't even marked on the map.
Okay.
And you also know that the door also kind of blends into the plain walls that are in that area. So while there's a door there, it's like not like it's meant to be kind of blend in and not notice.
Sure. And how does this relate to the area that's being worked on?
So the area that's being worked on the map, there is no marking for that area. There's just a corner there.
Okay. All right. Well, Vay, I mean, taking a look at the map and stuff like that, there's obviously something here that is not
You
really
could
open to the public.
probably ask somebody.
But over there, we've got a hallway that they're doing a whole lot of work on. We don't know what's behind that plastic sheeting. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
The question is how, what we can do to get back there and take a look. You said there's more people. If we amble back out, let's take a look and see kind of what the crowds are like and stuff out that direction right now.
There's probably 3 times the amount of people walking
Okay.
around now. Um, a lot more. They're just like a cheaper crowd. They're not dressed as nice. They're definitely in it for the discount tickets. Something to do on a Thursday night kind of thing.
Okay.
So
Um,
they're more treated. That corresponds to the more security
I see. So it's not just the number of people, but the type of people as well.
has changed. Yes.
Typical Imperials. All right. Um,
Bigots.
that's right. So we've
Notice I didn't call them racist. I call them bigots. I used the appropriate word.
you'd have to tell me what the difference.
You know the difference.
Only some people are racist, and everybody's bigots.
Uh, all right. Well, as far as getting in, I just want to. How close do people walk to this? We've got the roped off area with the construction behind it. How far away are we talking? Are the sheets? Are they right up next to it, or do you have to go in a couple of meters to get to them? How obvious is it for someone to get into that area?
That area would be very obvious. That plastic is not like a sheet. It's like stiff plastic. Like if you moved it, someone would notice.
Uh-huh.
But it's set back about 4 feet from the ropes, so you have to go past the ropes and then into the plastic area.
Okay. So I can't even. I was wondering about knocking somebody into it or something, just to.
I don't know. We could try and sneak back there, and if anybody grabs us, we could be like, well, we're
You know.
we're honeymooners, and well, I'm sorry.
Totally trying
Boy.
to con your way out of it. You really don't.
Well, if there's one thing I'm good at doing, it is conning. As long as we're not shooting somebody, we should be okay. All right. Yeah, we can. She Vey kind of raises an eyebrow at Zoot's suggestion, but she doesn't have a better idea, as much as she doesn't want to admit it. So she agrees. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
So watching the guards and just trying to time it as best we can with. Well, the other option would be for one of us to draw a scene, and the other one could take a peek on their own.
Yeah, could do that.
Okay.
So you want to give some options?
Well, that's As Vey's talking to Zoot, she says we could do that. We could sneak in, or I could try and make a bit of a scene, draw the attention of some of them over here, and give you a chance to slip in.
um, sure.
Don't forget, there are also a number of doors that you guys have found that you now have access to with a key card.
Right. And it's more just for him to have like 60 seconds kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Just kind of see what happens.
The only problem is
if
if I get busted back here, it's going to be like, I took a wrong turn. I'm really sorry about that.
That's true. Yeah, if there's somebody back there. Very, very
Yeah,
true.
I came back here too because I'm on my honeymoon and I thought I'd rub one out.
Wow. TMI on that one there.
Ah.
All right. So what are we gonna do? Are we just gonna
I'm silly.
All right. Well, let's do it then. Let's
pull the trigger?
wait for the guards to pass on by and just try and duck under the ropes and go
Like
fast.
the wind.
Actually, is there a box or anything we could hold, like we pretend we belong?
No, there's nothing. There's no like. They definitely make sure everything here is bolted down.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, let's do it then. Watch for the guards to go on past, and then try and duck under the ropes and find the part in the plastic.
We can be hidey and sneaky.
Okay, so you go to go under the ropes.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna have you make a check there to make sure that you are like go through without touching it.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and make a dexterity check? Well, you got contortionism. No bonus. Yeah, go ahead and make a dex check.
I did better than you did.
You should be able to do better than I do in just about everything.
Why aren't these time stamped?
What do you mean?
So Lucas, you got an 8, and Oliver, you got an 11, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish they had timestamped the stuff in the window, but they don't.
All right, so Zoot's kind of like gets underneath it and scoots over. Lucas, Vey kind of goes to go under, and her back hits the rope. And as soon as that happens, a little red light starts to blink above your guys' head. No alarm sound, just you notice this light has shone straight down on you and it's blinking.
Okay, I'm gonna reach up.
Some commotion down the hall.
Okay, I'm gonna reach up and grab the rope like I've fallen down or lost my, fainted or something, and kind of lean on it, and hopefully Zoot's still going. The light's gone off. I'm here. The light's on me, but.
And nobody has said anything. It's just there are. You can see some guys down at the end of the hallway that are kind of trying to make their way through the crowd to you.
Okay.
But there is no.
Okay.
No, like I said, no alarm. It's very like. Calm.
Okay. Screw that. Let's just go through the rest of the way as quickly as we can and get in there.
All right. So you guys push on through.
Yes.
And you end up in this very clean hallway that's just beyond it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Very clean hallway.
Very clean hallway. It's very antiseptic looking. And it comes to kind of turns to the right, and there are two different directions you go. You continue down the hallway, or you can turn to the north.
What are you thinking, Vey?
Your turn to go first.
All right, I go down right. Go down to the right.
Okay, there is a doorway about halfway down, and then it turns again to the left.
Roll my eyes, look at Vay, shrug my shoulders.
Follow it through.
Well, the deeper we go in, the less likely we're going to be able to say, well, we're honeymooners.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, we can double back and hit that other door then.
All right, let's do that then.
So what are we gonna do?
Double back for the other door.
Which other door?
We said when we came in there was the we could follow the one through to the left, and then there was another option. There was a door, I thought.
Yeah. So okay. So the hallway's kind of like a I don't know. It tees off. So you could go straight, or you could turn to the right. You guys turn to the right.
Okay, so we go back and
Halfway
follow
down
the.
that hallway, there's a door, and then just beyond that, the hallway turns to the left again.
Oh, so we can open the door right there where we're at before it turns to the left. Okay,
Yes.
let's do it. We're looking for the refresher.
All right. So you open the door. What? Good.
We do it. We open.
All right. So you open the door, and inside is the lounge. Very exciting place. There's a table, some chairs, an old coffee maker, little fridge. Nobody's in here right now.
Again, I stop, look at Vay, shrug my shoulders again.
Don't even.
All right,
There's a little sink.
I start reaching for the fridge. Don't even think about it.
There could be good stuff in there. You want to look at the fridge?
Sure.
All right. So you walk up to the fridge, you open the door. You normally expect to see like lunches, leftover food, takeout. There are jars marked with numbers, filling the entire container.
How big are the jars? Are we talking little vials or big masonry jars or?
I would say like the smaller Gatorade bottles.
They're like
the mid-size.
they're specimen bottles with quotation marks around that.
They're definitely have a clinical thing going on with them for sure.
Oof.
But they are like they do look like they're drinkable. So
Okay, Vade turns to Zoot and says, "Well, you can fit one of those down your trousers. You can just be happy to see me all the time."
I grab one, kind of look at it, kind of look at her. It's kind of cold. I'm like, let's see.
now,
If we can...
there's
I have
another door.
another suggestion. Let's see if we can make Vay turn into a dolphin.
Does it smell or anything? Do we?
I'm not popping the top on it.
No, I'm just asking. Like, you open the fridge. Actually, yeah.
Does the refrigerator smell? No, it doesn't smell. Yeah, I don't know. No.
Okay. Are they marked with any danger symbols or anything like that? Is there
No,
any-
they're solid white cylinders, and they have like masking tape with numbers written on it.
Well. Sorry, Zoot. It's up to you. In the trousers.
All right. I've actually got. I got my vest on. Underneath my vest, I'm sorry. I have a vest underneath my coat, and that's usually got like all my tools and stuff like that in it. And there's like little things where you can put like pencils and stuff. I find one of those and stuck it in there.
All right, so you pop the top.
No.
He's not sticking.
You stick the bottle inside your vest.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so it's cold.
Okay.
So you have a cold bottle under your vest.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a door that you guys came in, and then there's another door out on the other side of the room, on the other side of the table.
So Vay looks at him as he's stuck it in there, and she says, "Well, there might be a reason they're keeping it cold."
All right.
How quickly are we losing the lunchbox? Are there any lunchboxes in here? Can I dig around?
No, this seems to be like a break room, but not like a place where people eat food.
Yeah, they eat people's souls here.
Is there a really big coffee cup?
But there's it says like #1 Stormtrooper, I heart the Emperor,
Yeah,
coffee makes me poop.
something big enough we could fit one of these puppies in, and
Yeah.
pour
Coffee cup.
pour
Yeah.
cold coffee on top.
A big old coffee cup over there, Han shot first.
Oh dear.
Or even better, there's another one that says they were the droids we were looking for.
Nice. I'm with stupid. It's pointing to like a Stormtrooper.
Yep.
Han shot first.
Yep.
All right. Well,
I have no idea. I pass it off to Bay. Here, you got a better idea?
no, just
What?
a thought. Just a thought. Yeah, she's not even gonna touch it. All right. So, are there any other exits?
Yeah, there's a door on the opposite side of the room.
All right, let's go try that door.
All right. Well, you go first.
All right, so you open the door, and it opens up into a hallway that right away is into like a laboratory, and there's like a extremely large table with like 8 workstations around it, with like half dividers and like little Bunsen burners and like computers and like jack ports and all kinds of stuff. It's like a some kind of like a chemical technical workstation.
Okay.
And then just beyond at the end, you can see a couple open areas, and there's like bulletproof glass. And then there's like a large incinerator sitting in the corner just beyond the windows.
Oh boy.
I tell you what, Bay. I think we're way out of our depth.
Are there people in here?
There are no people in here right now. So it's probably like 6:30ish about this time.
You know, I tell you what, our mission was just kind of come in here and kind of like check things out. And now we know that there's something going on here. I don't know.
Yeah. So does the data pad have any kind of a whole recorder function or anything that way? Just something we can use to, like I said, we didn't need to go through everything, but just show them, hey, this is the kind of crap we're seeing in here.
It's the new iPhone 3000DX.
Yeah.
It's true. Like the iPhone could do that, but not a holo recorder in Star Wars. Doesn't work that way. Yeah, absolutely. You have recording capability, but there really isn't anything here that I would say is too out of the ordinary for like a museum like this.
Well, I guess if it does have these test subjects that they're torturing and doing whatever on.
But that's way on the other side of the museum.
Yeah, that's not in this section. That's in the section we haven't been in yet. Come on.
That's way down the hall.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean...
You know, it's over in the section where the blood-curdling screams are coming from.
Yeah.
All right. We have not found that section yet. All right.
Well, we have...
Okay, Inquisitors out
is there anything...
cigarettes.
There's nobody in the room, so Vay's just going to move quickly through and do a once-over, just looking for anything, research notes, anything like that that's out and accessible, a data stick, anything that could be quickly pilfered and secreted, and then be on our way.
Yep, and as she's doing that, she does this when I turn my back to go look at something else. I turn around and see that she's taken off, and I'm like, bang, what are you doing, bang? And then I'm like, oh, the hell with it.
She just holds up the finger, one finger.
I know. I'm just role playing it out.
Yep. Not that finger, actually. The give me a second finger.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second.
Not that finger.
Not that finger. I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
All right, so in the immediate laboratory area, there really isn't anything that you find. It looks like these are like generic workstations.
Okay.
Like there's no like personal effects in any of these locations. There's standing tables. They have like kind of like a few like measuring apparatus. There's a place where like a data slab would plug in, but there are no data slabs in this area.
All right.
Go ahead, if you want to go and search the place behind the glass, go ahead and do that.
The bulletproof glass.
Do it!
Nothing says a good time like heading into an area.
Bulletproof glass and biolabs or stuff like that. It doesn't scream. Was it Rise? Oh, what the fuck?
That's good. So as you go through that room, you find a journal. And I don't want to say like a journal. I want to say like a logbook. Okay, and in the logbook there are numbers written similarly to the numbers that you guys found on those bottles, and then there's a result to the right of it. And there's things along the lines like uh, mutated, uh, inert, uh, highly flammable, and then a large number of them have like at the end a checkbox in a column that says incinerated.
Okay. I'm going to use the data pad and just scan it real quick, and then leave the log there and run back. Head out as quickly as possible. I don't want to take it, but just snap a couple pictures of it, flip through the first few sections, and then head out.
Okay, so you want to go back into the back into the lounge, or do you want to continue to go down that hallway that you've been in?
Up to you, Vay. You feeling lucky? Do you?
I think we've got a couple other areas we can check out before we get too deep. Well, but the security might have been summoned to that front part where we ran into the ropes anyway.
Go or go back? What is it going to be?
Yeah. Are there any security cameras and stuff like that in here?
There are 2 security cameras.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we're fucked.
Yeah. Well.
You did it, Vay. You boned us.
All right.
We can go for broke then, if we're already. If we're already.
You
It's
definitely
all your
want to.
fault. You stupid cow. I didn't want to even go back here.
Okay. Let's bugger out of here, I think. Let's approach cautiously back towards the construction area and see if we can hear any kind of a commotion or if there's people or anything like that.
All right. So you guys kind of walk your way into the lounge area where these things were stored in this refrigerator area. And before you guys go through the doorway to go back into that hallway, you hear voices outside.
Voices approaching.
No, voices like standing outside the door talking.
Oh, boy. Okay.
There's definitely somebody in charge who's like, well, they came back here. They got to be here somewhere.
I'm not going back through there.
Time to pucker up.
I think so. So I'm going to knock Zoot down on the couch and climb on top of him and let the hair hang down and let the imagination do the rest. So
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not going to be doing anything like out of Showgirls. We're going to keep it classy here.
Yep.
God, that movie is so horrible.
We're not going to get detail information. Okay, so you guys
No, we're not
doing
detailing. He's cross role playing. He's cross-gender role playing. No, we're not going to go into the details.
That was the.
That would be creepy. I just feel unclean. I need to go take a rape shower now. I feel icky.
Wow. TMI. All right, so you guys are doing your thing, and they kick in the door, and in walks 2 of the security guards with their sticks out, and a more senior guy with a blaster, and they kind of like, "What are you doing in here? What's going on here?"
All right, now definitely going to be doing the whoa, 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 whoa. Throw my hands up. Whoa. Look, man, just thought it was a lounge or anything like that. Honeymooners here. Come on. Whoa, whoa.
And he says, "This is a restricted area. You need to come with us."
Okay. I'm assuming they're headed over to drag us off the couch or something.
They are no. He's just pointing his blaster at you, and the 2 guards are standing either end of where you guys are laying, and he's pointing his blaster at you guys.
Okay. Well, Faye's gonna again jump up real fast, arms go way up in the air, and start pretending to cry uncontrollably. Why did they have to do this? You had to come in and ruin everything. It's supposed to be our special time, and just throw it all at him.
It's all you guys' fault. God, you're all bastards.
we're not supposed to be back here. How come there weren't any signs?
You know, my father's a really big deal.
No,
My father's a very big deal. Do you know who I am?
that's right. No, he shouldn't. It's the Empire. They don't care about aliens anyway.
True
So yeah,
enough.
I'm just gonna act like the blaster's not there, and then just go towards him, like not threateningly, but again, the tears and the whole works. And why can't you post things correctly? And where else are we supposed to do this? That's
Try your
right.
hotel room.
That's right. Have you seen? Have you seen
Anywhere but at the museum.
how uncomfortable the benches are out there in the main exhibit areas, and complain about the price of the tickets, the whole works. Just light into him.
There you go.
All right, roll your con 5D.
Okay. All right. Let's do. Let's pull 5.
Nice. So you kind of lay it on really thick, and the guy like he turns again. This guy gets all embarrassed and like freaked out, and he escorts you guys back through the plastic out of the main area. And he basically scolds you about it, like, the red light means stop. Next time I will be so generous.
With
And then they kind of winks to Zoot, like, good job.
Yep. And we're like, we're probably like, like she's holding me, I'm holding her, and you're like, oh, it's all right, sweetie, come on, let's go. We made a mistake. He's just trying to do his job.
All right, I will let myself be pacified
There you go.
by Zoot, and we will meander off a different way.
Yeah. I got your password, baby. Here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Don. What
So then she looks at him and says, "Well, now we've got a problem. If we draw too much attention that we don't really have caught once can be an accident. Caught twice, and it's a different story entirely."
True that. So. True that.
Well,
all right. So here,
go ahead.
Options you got. Okay, so there are 4 keypads you guys know of inside the main area. There's the janitor's closet.
That's where we probably should have gone the first time. Anyways.
There is the fob that's in the founder's room. There is another one in the cafeteria.
Catch us again and be like, oh, come on, guys. Oh, you two again.
Also got janitor's
You
closet.
guys are roll pretty spectacular.
Get a room, you two.
All right. Well, I'm the one that took us off course up to now. So, dude, it is definitely your call.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm thinking, maybe we go check out that, more towards closing time, like half an hour before close or anything like that. We try that one over near the cafeteria that has like the wall thing that we swiped that the guy came out of.
Fair enough. Is there anything in it's like a gift shop or something that we can buy?
She buys the T-shirt. We were at the museum.
Yeah.
We got caught.
Seriously, something to blend in. Since we've been caught once, it's more that idea of when they see us on a security cam, if I'm wearing a different shirt and a big hat or something,
honey. All they have is child size. I think it looked just great on you. Here, let's.
It's true they have the museum sombreros.
Yeah, museum sombreros.
Huge hats. No, there's no gift shop that you guys have found yet.
Oh, see, now I threw my bullshit flag. A museum with no gift shop. Bullshit.
There's got to be like mutated aliens you can buy. And
who says it's really a freaking museum? It's just kind of like a place.
Uh-huh.
All right, so
okay.
Mac, are you in here?
Yep.
Mac,
you want to play?
Sure.
He sounds doubtful. He's been listening.
No,
I just finished up his other game. I was in his.
My game went to midnight my time.
Yeah,
And I know you guys started, what, at 10:30-ish Central?
yeah, you big baby.
Wherever you guys are?
All over the place.
Well, Don's been sending me messages complaining about this game, but he really missed out when he left mine. All kind of craziness happened.
I wanted to stay. I had that card I was gonna play. That it was gonna like, yep. Here's my damage. Boom, plus 12.
Oh, you used it. You Fancy's all blown apart and stuff.
So everybody else had to be going, holy crap.
Yeah, but Boojum, he captured his head, and he has his head with him.
That's funny.
And they, like I said, they finally got to a ship.
Well, what was the deal with the girl that was like trying to miss on purpose or whatever?
Oh, that was from one of the plot twist cards that Boojum played, where it was like basically one of the enemies is actually on your side, sort of thing, and of that mix of bad guys, she was the only one that would make sense to, because all the other ones were the guards, the droid, and then like a mercenary type dude.
Okay.
And yeah, the mercenary guy was supposed to be a big deal, but because of plot twists, he got his hands chopped off by one of the machinery in the refinery, and then he got blown up by the detonator.
Wow.
So he got turned into pink mist and like raining body parts and stuff. So.
And then I shot the other big bad guy.
Yep.
And then they went, well, maybe we should leave now.
Yeah. And then Scott used a force point and shot like a bucket full of molten durasteel and created like a huge barrier where the incoming platoon of guards couldn't get to them. So then I just skipped ahead a bit to where they turned a corner and found one of the hangars, and they got the Action 4 transport. Got a picture of it.
Yeah, that's a really big ship, eh?
Yeah, I didn't do that. Don't blame me.
What? Who's moving shit around? Alright, Mac, you either going to play?
How long are you guys going?
They have uncovered probably none of what they're trying to find.
None of what we're trying to find.
Do you want to bring it up to speed?
It's
None of
a
it's straight up.
typical game session.
Yeah.
It's your typical sandbox, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Mine's kind of dragged on until finally something happened today. You know, well, I mean, it's hard to work with when I only have 2 people show up for the longest time.
Did you have 4 or 5 tonight?
Yeah, I had everybody at one point in time or another, except for Tayron. Tayron was the only one that didn't show up.
Sweet.
Or Fabian, as he's known in real life somewhere.
Fabian. His parents must have hated him.
Never met his parents.
Yeah.
But for some reason I think I'm glad.
There were just other people.
Okay, so what's the setup? Is this in Roll20 or just in the...
It is in Roll20, and so essentially they've been sent in to infiltrate what is perceived to be a cover location for an imperial think tank.
Uh-huh.
And they're supposed to do a recon and to bring back like a data dump of whatever they can find. So far, they have uncovered a number of electronic keypads within the museum itself. They have incapacitated, for a better word, an employee and stolen his keycard.
Uh-huh.
And they found, and they kind of stumbled their way through a restricted area, or a under construction area, and they found some kind of a lab setup, and with a number of I don't know what you call it, some kind of bottles that are numbered, and then like a laboratory setting. So they got once they did that, they got caught by the guards, who escorted them back out to the main gallery of the museum, where they're now trying to figure out what the next move is.
Want to play Rito?
He makes it sound so negative.
Yeah, I'll play Rito.
There you go. Rito it is. Uta guta.
Yeah.
Rito will
All
shoot
right.
first.
So you guys are now in the main gallery by the two large alien statues that are posed in combat. You are just by the doors that go back to the Emperor's chamber, the mock-up of the Emperor's chamber, or to the cafeteria.
Okay. Are you making efforts to introduce Mac, or are we just moving
He was
along
there
with what we
the
have?
entire
But
time.
you guys know him, so you guys are kind of like standing in the hallway, and he just kind of comes in with the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's
his
like, hey,
little,
what
his
are you
little
guys doing?
tiny
Like,
thing.
he's like, funny meeting you guys here. What a small planet.
Darka, darka. All right. Well, I will show him. We're trying to find stuff that looks like an imperial think tank. We don't really know a whole lot about it. I grabbed one of these, touristy like maps of the museum that we're in right now. I showed that to him, the pamphlet, and I just kind of took notes on the map they have here, like wherever we saw like a camera or like a code locked door, or where there's like guards that just like hang out. So I mean that's pretty much what we've been doing is just kind of going through, get the lay of the land.
Well, and there's a couple areas too that are not on the map that you guys will uncover. There's a doorway off the cafeteria that
Yep.
goes to an area that's not on the map, and then there's this construction plastic off area that is not on the map either.
Right. Didn't we just get done going through that though? A little bit of it?
We didn't go to the cafeteria. We went through some of
No,
the
no, we went through the
yeah, some of the
yeah.
construction.
So
You
it's
went through the plastic, so okay. So the things that you haven't explored yet. So the back behind the plastic, there was a hallway that was leading off of the laboratory that you guys didn't make your way down.
okay.
The cafeteria, the door that's in the cafeteria with the keypad, with the fob, is actually none of the doors that were locked you have tried.
Right. It's too obvious. Locked
Yeah,
doors.
right.
Who would
You
hide?
have a key and a locked door.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me.
Well,
So
I look to see if the code lock is red, blue, or yellow, and then I look at my key.
The
Like
lock
in
pad
Doom?
is
Yeah,
Yeah.
gray.
exactly like Doom.
No, they're not color coded. They're
No.
they're just black with like a little imperial stamp on it.
It doesn't have the name of a hotel or something, or
Man, what assholes. They're so cheap.
It's true.
All right, be right back.
All right. So as far as like stuff that you know about, you know that employees come out of the door in the cafeteria. You know that there's a janitor's closet that's locked in the imperial room. You know that there's a door in the founder's room, and that door is not covered by a camera. And then there's another door that's in the main gallery. And that you're not sure about that one is for. You can't actually see the door for that one.
all right, just making notes here.
Or you can go back through the plastic and fumble around in there again.
Oh, I think it's time to put this acquired key to use. All right, so did Don race off somewhere?
I think he went to the bathroom.
Well, then he may be racing indeed. I'm gonna jump up and refill my water real quick then, if that's all right.
Okay. 2-minute break.
Alrighty. So is Don still MIA?
I think so.
Okay. Did you come play with us for a little while, Mac? I'm trying to remember if you made it to one of our previous sessions for just a little while. You watched one night or something?
I think it was in one of the last games that I played in.
Because you guys have always played on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah, we have.
Right.
Yeah, and my game's also on Tuesday. I start from 8:15-ish Central Time to whenever we get to like a stopping point. I think this is the latest I have actually ever ran the game. I was having an attendance problem, and I booted most of the players. And but the group I got now they're pretty good with showing up and everything. It's awesome. When I first started, I had one guy that I knew from the army, and then people that he played Old Republic with. And those guys, I don't know. It was my game on Tuesday was like an afterthought. You know, if they were into the mood, they'd drop in. Not even, and you know, trying to get in contact with them was difficult. So it was horseshit.
Well, that sucks. Glad you got it sorted.
Yeah. So I just you know, just cut all those guys loose. I kept, you know, him because he's the only guy I actually, you know, knew in real life, so I gave him another chance. But everybody else, because there was this one time where he couldn't make it, and then because he wasn't going to be there, nobody else wanted to show up, and that was horseshit. But I got that all worked out. So people I got now are more experienced with role-playing games. These guys were, I think this was like the first actual like tabletop kind of a game. So yeah, and then like the interim when I let all those guys go, and then finding new people. There was a couple of weeks where I was kind of, because all the recruits came from either just Roll20 or other people from my Thursday game, like the GM from that, and then Don started playing. But there for a while, I had was trying to run the game with only 2 people, and that's just very difficult to work with. Trying to carry the same storyline, and it's like it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, can't you feel Alan's pain right now with just the 2 of us playing?
Yeah, it's hard. There's not a lot of stuff to build on, you know. And my style, I really play off the. I try to get as much input, you know. And in my game, I have these plot twist cards. Paizo has these game mastery line of these cards, and I translated them basically from Pathfinder to D6 Star Wars. I made a template in Adobe Illustrator and drop.
I think we lost you, Mac. Did I lose you? Oh, you're back now.
So, and then I use that, and then like the start of each session, everybody has one of those, and they can play one at any time. You know, if the situation fits, kind of a thing. And that has brought up some interesting thing. Usually, somebody dies whenever somebody puts those things out.
Nice.
So that's fun.
Did you ever play the old Master Book?
Yeah. I mean, no, but I'm familiar with it. As somebody was saying that the Master Deck had similar effects to that, and then what was it? Savage Worlds, the Savage Decks, or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't play that one.
Me neither. But as I was working on these, I was looking at some of those as an inspiration. Because I want to develop my own original cards so I could put out to the D6 community on the Google Plus.
Right.
Because these are like a direct translation of an actual product being sold by Paizo. I'm not comfortable in handing those out.
No, that makes sense.
I don't think anybody would really care enough to pursue legal action. It's just, I don't know. Because the original idea was just to scan him and then just drop him in as his. It's like, I'd be really uncomfortable with that. I don't know. I have a lot of pirated material on my computer, but acquiring it is one thing, but distributing out is something else.
Yeah, well,
It's
drawing attention is a different story.
Yeah.
So, fair enough.
And then I have these another deck that's just full of stock pictures of various NPCs, and at times I'll give players, a handful of these and say okay, you're walking down this hallway, you notice, or you see two people that you've known for a long time, so pick two cards and give them a quick backstory, and that's how I created the NPCs that are tagging along with the party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the old Dark Strider. Was it Dark Strider campaign? What was the Far Star?
Dark Strider was it took place on a ship, and then there was some of the people were all prisoners or something, but some of them were bad people and some of them were just rebel sympathizers or something.
Right.
And it was kind of like a mystery on who's what. I
was remembering they had NPC cards and stuff like that for those as well to, just to help the characters a little bit, I think, with some of that stuff. But looks like Zoot as well. He's dancing because you have stolen all his clothing, so, or lost it to him in a gambling venture, most likely. So, and Alan didn't even know we were still playing. We got you, Alan.
I'm back.
What's that?
I said, I'm back.
Yeah, I think we lost Alan somewhere along the way.
Hopefully no one yawned. Don't want to yawn when Alan's around. He'll fall asleep.
Got it. Either that or harassment isn't even worth a response, so it's possible too, I suppose.
So has anybody seen the trailer for Magic Mike XXL?
No.
Was that something you were interested in seeing, or?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, I just look at that and there's okay, why? Women are we want to be treated we're not sexual objects or anything. We want to be treated like men, like regular people. 50 Shades of Grey, top-selling movie. Who goes sees it? Women. Another movie, top-selling, super hot guys dancing around. Does so successful, they make a second one. Who goes sees them? Women. Whatever. I think you're a confused race or a group of individuals that need to be protected by the stronger of the species.
Ha. I'm sure you're their favorite person to talk.
I'm all about just, hey, you know what? This is just the way it is. You are weaker, I am stronger. Cook my dinner. You know how it works in your house, Mac?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it happens.
Yeah, I was going to say, Texas, everybody knows their place, right?
Sure.
See? And nothing ever goes wrong in Texas.
Nope.
And of course, they keep, shooting down that legislation where they're trying to add an extra S to the end of Texas, but anyway.
He either sounds really excited by that idea or uncomfortable. I'm not sure which.
Yeah.
So.
I've been to Texas. I ain't impressed.
Where in Texas did you go?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh, well, that's not Texas. That's South Oklahoma.
Still, shitty place to be.
Yeah, because it's South Oklahoma. You already heard my rant on Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And,
basically, when we went down through Dallas-Fort Worth, until we actually got to Dallas-Fort Worth itself, the only thing we saw were trailer houses and prisons, and that is no joke.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all there were. There were prisons.
So you're a bigot against people that have committed crimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The police only arrest guilty people, right?
That's how it happens in my hometown. I sent you a picture of that ship there, Don. At least I think it did.
Where?
That's a picture of your Rhodium with no shirt on.
Oh.
What? No, I only sent it to Don.
I don't see it.
It's in your. Hold on.
Uh-uh.
No, there. Now you have it.
Now I have it.
I had to click on it one more time because.
Oh, that's the Action 4.
Yep.
Beat up and mangy.
Yeah, you like the nose art on the thing?
I do, actually. That's funny.
Yeah.
I like it. The
Alan?
true girth.
Alan's still gone?
Yeah, did he say it was taken off, or did he just, like, take off?
I said I was going to go get... You left. I said I was going to go get some water real quick. I don't know what happened in between, but when I came back, Alan was.
Well, maybe he had a little small emergency. I mean, he is a single dad with a kid, so...
It's very true.
Making Cookie Monster sound effects.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I got myself a ham wrap with some Hellman's mayonnaise. Yep. So, Lucas, did I tell you when we went down to Yellowstone that I actually went down and back up, what is it, Uncle Tom's Trail with no water?
No, this is different from the being left.
What?
When she took off and left you.
Nope, that was different. That was up at what, Sailfish Canyon?
Uh-huh.
No.
So no water, huh?
Yeah, no water. And I'm a big fatty with MS, so I hit those 365 stairs down at like a 30% grade. My kid wouldn't go down. My wife, who doesn't do heights, said I can do it. Then hit the top of that and went, nope, can't do it.
Huh.
So I went down it and back up, no water, and about died.
Did they have a T-shirt for that?
Well,
I mean, some places they have like the restaurant. If you eat this great big meal,
mhm.
there's a picture on the wall. Is there like if you're over this weight and you hike this without any water, you get your picture up on our things not to do kind of section? Or
yeah, exactly. You don't want to be this dumbass. Take water. Dude,
Well,
it was horrible.
that I'm glad you made it.
Mm-hmm. I'd stop about every 10, 15, 20 feet on the way up, though. Wow.
How hot was it when you were there?
Not bad. It was like in the lower 80s, maybe.
Yeah. So it could have been a lot worse.
Oh,
Did you see that Old Faithful Inn hotel?
Yeah, we went inside, took a bunch of pictures outside. And then
Isn't that thing neat?
Yeah. I actually stayed in there as a kid.
Yeah, me too. When I was in the Boy Scouts, we had a trip up there, and I just like how there's not a all the wood is like all knotted and stuff, but it's a cool place.
Yeah, we had a really good time, but we definitely know what to take next time.
Water.
Well, water definitely. But I mean, just the right clothes, the right food, right clothes.
You were mugged by mosquitoes, weren't you? You got there
at one point. Yeah, up at we went up to Painter's Pots.
Mm-hmm.
And they lie to you on that trail too. By the way, they go, yeah, it's only half a mile. It's a half mile to the trailhead, you dicks.
Huh.
And it's 500 meters that way and 500 meters that way. So why don't you just say it's 1,000 meters? But anyways, yeah, we got just mauled by mosquitoes on the top, coming down on the top portion of Painter's Pot. Just got mauled, and I'd see some people up in the parking lot just dousing themselves. I asked them, there's some bad mosquitoes. So we dosed up before we went down there. So I mean, they just kind of like floated around us and then like left. But wow, if you had not had mosquito spray, I mean, you would have been one of those guys going back that would have like 30, 40 mosquito bites all over their chest and legs. It was horrible.
Well, sounds like you came out okay.
Yeah, we did.
All things considered.
Mm-hmm. We had a good time, but we'll do better next time. And I mean, we learned really important stuff like just push the Chinese out of your way. Don't even be fucking nice to them. Just push them right out of the way. That's the first thing we learned. The other thing we learned was that the sun comes up at 5 o'clock. The sun is fully up at 5 o'clock. So you head out to the trails at 5 o'clock, and you come back around 9, 10 o'clock when the buses start hitting the trails. And then you stick in your camp from like 10 until about 3. Grab yourself some lunch, rest up, and then you go back out and hit the trails around 4 o'clock. The rangers start coming off of the trails around 4:30, and almost all the other people by 5 o'clock are off the trails. So from 5 until roughly 9, when it starts getting to be start getting close to being sundown, you pretty much have the run of different places. It's nice.
Sounds good.
Yep. As opposed to going into an area and there's like every single parking space is taken up. All the parking space around that's not marked is taken up. It's all the way out the entrance. It's up and down both sides of the road. They're parked up 5, 10 cars deep. Yeah, crazy. And that was supposed to be in the off time of the year.
Right. Oh yeah, it gets bad during. Well,
I can imagine what it would be like in July and August. I mean, because we went during the second and third week of June, which is supposed to be the off season, or the decent sort of this season when they're not supposed to be like super busy. And by our 5th day in the park, it was just like someone switched on a light bulb, man. Because I mean, all those places just started filling up like no one's biz. So yeah, if we were to go again next year, I think that we would probably go at the end of May, beginning of June, and instead of trying to spend, 11 days out or something like that, I think we'll just drive straight through, spend like 3 or 4 days in the park, and then drive straight back, so we can just do it all in a week.
Yeah.
I think that'll work out real well. Hey, Alan's back. Shh, don't talk about him.
Hi back. Talk about your vacation. Sorry about that. My son is up and he's screaming his head off, trying to wake up everybody in the house. Because that's something we want to do.
You need to go?
So, no, I'm alright, but I have an ear out, so if he starts freaking out again, I may have to go.
Okay, well, I mentioned to people that, you got a kid at home and stuff like that, so maybe that was what was up, so.
I have 4 kids.
What?
4 kids.
I thought you only had one. Are these all from your ex?
No, I have 1 with an ex, and then I have 3 with my wife.
Oh. My bad. I didn't know you were remarried.
Yep, I was only married the first time for about 6 months.
Okay, well, I wasn't
Don't get
aware
married
of
to
that.
somebody just because they get pregnant, right? Alright, so, back to the game. Alright, so, 3 of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
What are we doing, guys?
Well,
I'm gonna
after
get
Sue
him
gets his clothes back on, we can probably make for one of the fobs.
Okay, so, options, right? Janitor's closet, cafeteria, founder's room, or the hallway in the main gallery.
So Founder's Room had no camera, which
Correct.
makes it ideal for someone can watch for other people coming and whatnot, and the others can start to break in a little bit and see what's going on. The others are a little bit more open, more exposed. That's Faye speaking her mind.
I would say that's fair.
So what is the Rhodian's name again?
Rito.
Rito. Okay. Rito the Rhodian. Sweet.
Yep.
All right. So what's she kind of looks at Zoot and Rito expectantly after having.
I point the places out on the map. Rita, what do you think?
Rito's like looking at the map, scratching his antennae or whatever, and
Sketching
Durka,
my
Durka.
yeah, I don't think we're there now.
When I point at that one, I go 1, 2, or 3.
hear me?
You wanna go where there's food? Do you want to go where there's no cameras, or do you want to go to this place that looks like it's a closet?
Oh, Rito gets excited when you mention food, and he's
There you
like taps at the map a couple of times. Food, food,
Fooda dooda.
food,
Durka durka. All right. Well, we're gonna head over there shortly before closing time, about half an hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes before closing, because we saw a guy come out of an unmarked door over that way. Right, Vay?
That's right. That's where we saw him come out. And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So
All right. Well, we'll wait until that time, and then we'll get Rito fed over in the cafeteria, and then approximately 30 minutes before they're ready to close up, we'll go over there and kind of scout it out and see if we can get in through that door with that little key card.
So the cafeteria is the place? The caf is the place? Is that what you're saying?
that's correct. We're at the cafeteria.
It's the place all the cool kids are. Well, the cool kids come here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
And now,
That's weird. My headset finally is charged.
damn headset.
Here we go.
Sort of. Not really.
Audio sucks, but the headset's fine. Okay. Alright, so about half an hour goes by and the lights start to flash and people start to make their ways to the doors. Now is your opportunity to do something spectacular. Flying ship around.
All right, it's go time. Zoot has the key card.
Okay.
It's go time. Yeah, Rito, why don't you keep an eye open? Vay, how about you two? And I'll see if I can get this thing open.
Let's do it.
Do
All right.
it.
I look at Rita in the faceted eyes and I say he should be excellent at this.
Well, I'm really good at putting things in slots, so that's what I try to do.
Dear.
Wow. Alright, so Don, where are you going? What's the plan?
That little thing where that guy came out before, there was like a little key card thing, reader over there.
Sure.
We're going to try running it through there.
Alright, so you write it, you go up and you use the guy's key card on his key card, right?
Yeah.
Down to the key reader, and the door slides open.
Okay. What do I see, real quick?
You see a hallway. Nothing too fancy.
Okay. Hey, Vay! Check it out.
All right. I head in.
All right.
So
as soon as they get through, I will shut the door.
You said we see a hole.
No. There's a hole in the floor. It's got sharks with like lasers on their heads.
Sweet. Is anybody else picking up a lot of echoing?
Yeah, I'm picking up a really bad echo.
It's coming up, but that's okay. He's rookie. I think it's a little scruffy beard going on. Sexy. Just want to grab on it.
Input. No. Can you hear me now? You get an echo now?
Are you in a subway station?
Worst A or B?
A
What?
or B?
A or B? Is that better? Worse, the same?
We can hear you better, but it sounds like you're in a wind tunnel, kind of.
Is this better?
Yeah, I think so. Anybody
Is
else?
this better? Better? Testing? Hello?
I think it's better than the echo we were hearing for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what's fucking thing it's doing. Alright, is this better for audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me.
Work-ish.
This is through the webcam, the other one is through the headset. What do you know? Alright. Okay, so you guys, so this hallway is every 10 feet there's like a black stripe across the floor. It's got kind of like a wire taped down with like some kind of gaff tape. And the hallway goes down, then doubles back on itself, and then doubles back on itself again, and then opens up into an area where there is another one of the animal cages, and there is a piece of equipment there, and then there's a large pool that is like whirlpool. So it's like there's like something in a cage. There's like a piece of equipment that you can't really tell what the hell it does, and then a large pool. Yeah, there you go.
And everybody's in this hallway, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it serpentines, then it opens up to like the dolphin show at SeaWorld, or?
It is exactly like the Dolphin World SeaWorld.
Got it.
Although the tank is open, so your look would be more like on the stage looking down into the pool.
I see.
Well, pushing people's buttons is Zoot's favorite thing to do, for sure.
It is.
There's lots of buttons here to push. I'm not sure this looks like a super weapon, but what do I know? Maybe like a diabolical bidet.
The
So you want to try to go over and use the machine? Is that what you're saying?
What are the other exits from this room? You said.
Well, the whirlpool thing goes down into the water. That's a potential exit. The way you came back in, and then there's this like, I don't know, some kind of a weird setup thing.
That map almost kind of looks like a face with like a weird ponytail going off to the side.
It looks kind of like that, but that's close enough. It's good.
Sweet.
It's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like some eyebrows like this.
All right. Does the machine have any kind of data access points, or is it just purely a operational? Does that make sense? Is it computer driven, or is it purely operational with?
It is computer driven.
Computer driven. All right. Any indication of used for? As we look around, there are creatures swimming. Do I get sucked in by a Dianoga?
Well, we're a Mancal, right?
2
No.
seconds. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
What was that?
Yeah, what planet are we on? I don't think I was ever told. I was trying to figure it out by the picture, but...
I think we lost Alan. I think he's having trouble headphones. And...
Yeah, you can bring me up to speed. Where are we?
We don't know.
You can just make it up.
Oh, just some non...
This is Sandbox Planet 1.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So there.
Yeah, I don't think we had a specific this is the place. Brigham Young moment.
The lovely golden tablets that nobody has seen.
Where I've seen them. Were we in the? This is Salt Lake City.
Remember the magic hat that you get visions out of? Yes.
Oh. I'm kidding. I've never seen the golden tablets.
In the hat.
Magic stones in the. He
Yeah.
walked around with stones in his hat.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, you didn't walk around with it. You gotta sit down and look in the stones in the hat. You know, just wandering around, you're gonna lose your stones.
I don't even know what to say. It's like.
Yeah, I think we got that part. Yeah, he didn't really tell us where we were at, beyond that we're visiting a museum of some sorts.
Yes, with really large Romanesque columns.
The museum has no.
It's a city block.
Well, it doesn't have any place to buy stuff. I mean, that's the crappy part.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get like the shirt like I was at this crappy, museum and this is all I got.
Yep, not an option.
I was gonna buy a child size one and put it on Vay.
Do you have one of those machines where you can like drop a penny in and have it like smashed into something as like a
to the Emperor's head or something.
yeah.
Imperial symbol only.
Oh, he's back. Alan is back.
I'm back. He's with me.
It's like
You know,
a
so-
smash stretched out penny with like an AT-AT on it or something or
Yeah,
Hang on
yeah.
a second. What's my audio? This is shit.
Well, Vash, what do you think? Vay, you think we should go in there and just jump in the water and see what happens?
No, Vay
We could
was
totally do that. That's an option.
going to go over and look in the water.
All
See.
right. Well, while she is doing that, I'm going to check out the other things in this room.
Rido is like grabbed you by the shoulders like Fuda?
Buddha? No. Buttons. Pushy buttons.
Food.
Yeah, food. Oh. It's your Munchkin. Hey, Munchkin.
I wanted to see what we were doing.
There you go. Hey, buddy. Having some trouble sleeping tonight there, bud?
See, there's people in there in the thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is your Uncle Don, who he never talks about. I'm evil and forget birthdays.
He's the dirty uncle.
How old?
How old are you? 2.5? All right, 2.5?
Wow.
He's the baby.
If only my daughter was 2.5 again.
You kidding? My daughter's going to be 15 next week.
I'll tell you what, mine's 13. I don't know if she's going to make it to 14.
Oh, I thought she was doing good there for a couple weeks.
She was until the youth pastor called us up tonight and said, yeah, she sent me a couple texts, and we're supposed to have this thing on at Goofy Golf tomorrow, and she basically sent me a text and said that, you know, if she goes out there, she's going to be out by herself crying, and she's going to go ahead and smack her head against the wall to the point that she knocks herself unconscious if I don't come talk to her. I think that's a line that she crossed, and I don't think she should be there. And I was like, well, yeah. Thank you for sharing that my daughter, who's 13 years old, is a fucking stalker. So, yeah.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Actually, you know, in all honesty, though, I mean, the last week and a half has actually been really good with her. I mean, as good as we can hope, I guess. But she still has this thing where she, you know, if you say something that's even a little bit incorrect, like you may have gotten your facts wrong or you misspoke or something like that, that kid just jumps on you both feet. Like, you're wrong. It's like, whoa, back the fucking train up.
Well, women, you know.
Oh man, dude. I mean, it's just like, okay, look, you know what? There are several levels of communication.
Yeah.
Okay? And you don't have to go to the last option, because if you go to the last option, I have no fucking options. I have to go the nuclear option. So unless you don't want me to crush you like a little fucking bug, don't go to that level.
I think you've made him cover up the 2-year-old's ears.
Mm.
He doesn't know what's going on. He probably knows where he is half his head. There is a button right there. That's right.
It's a fire truck.
I think that somebody's going to jump into the water. Did I hear that correctly?
Zoot was, right?
I believe it was Vay had chosen to do that wise thing.
Rito's wondering if there's any fish in there that he can eat.
Vay said she was going over to look into the water to see what she could see.
She goes and checks out what's in the water.
Fuda.
So the water is like a jet-powered whirlpool. So there's a huge inlet that's blowing water around in a circle, and then in the center there's a large hole with all the water's going down.
Okay. And did we ever say what planet we were on? That came up a little bit while you were gone. Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. Not important.
Alright. So I don't see anything in it other than the water spinning around. Is it oddly colored? Is there a smell? Is there anything?
I'm checking out the other stuff in the room. So, and Rito is looking for food.
Yeah. He thinks there's eels in the pool. He's gonna grab one.
There is it's like a big toilet bowl. It's like just flushing down
Constantly.
constantly. As far as other things, there's the computer control panel. that's hooked up to some kind of machine that's folded up on itself.
Okay.
And there is like a unconscious alien in like a cage in the middle of the room. So,
Hello, Rito. Friend of yours?
Does the alien look familiar at all? What do we? I mean,
No,
is it what species is that? I mean, do we have a species or anything as we take a closer look at the alien?
it kind of looks like the what are those guys?
Yeah, it's probably the silver right.
Right, exactly. It looks like one of the help me out, Don, the pig guys.
Oh,
Gamorrean?
Gamorreans.
Yes, but like really thinned down and in an off color.
The Jenny Craig version, got it.
Ah.
He's pretty much like skin and bones, and like I said, his color is not. He doesn't look healthy.
So now torturing Gamorreans is funny, isn't it, Don?
You know, I am a bigot towards them.
Kate.
All right, guys, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, who speaks Gamorrean?
Not me. Rito might.
All right. You said he was unconscious. Is there any way to bring him to? Like, we go over there and try and talk to him? And is the cage like electrified? Can I throw something up against it to see if it sparks or?
No, the cage is not electrified, and the creature doesn't move.
Okay. Off-colored, huh? Feels like I should have gloves.
Do you mean that he's a different shade of green or not green at all? Or
It's more of a gray color.
gray?
Is there a computer terminal around here somewhere?
Yeah, there's a terminal in the machine. You could go and mess around with the machine.
I'll do that.
Okay. What do you want to do? There's like 6 buttons.
Well, I was hoping to find just something where there is like a maybe a network terminal or something of that nature. You know, get on there, take a quick look around, see if anything looked interesting.
There is another one of those ports that you guys found in the laboratory. That looks more like a data pad would plug in.
Okay.
But the machine doesn't seem to be hooked in. Actually, you could probably together move the machine around if you wanted to.
So we don't have any data terminals or S-comps or anything like that.
No, and it has like I said, it only has a couple buttons on it. There's like an on-off switch. There's a run program switch.
Oh, there we go. Boom! I put the on button. Ping.
Yeah. All right, so you push the on button, and the thing kind of like spreads out a little bit, and an arm comes out of it, and then it kind of like braces itself on the floor.
Well, that's pretty odd.
It's kind of droid-ish.
So, Faye, I kind of point at it.
No, that's the box.
I don't know if I can hit the
I have no idea. It's not like anything I've seen before.
The run button.
No, I'll worry about
Well, it's got a run button. Should I try it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We
Twang!
got weapon of mass destruction. Turn it on.
All right, so you hit the run button, and a mechanical voice says "running last program," and it kind of scuttles up to the Gamorrean, reaches its arm in the top of the cage, grabs it by its head, lifts it out, and then like these like little arms come out of the hand, and it like burrows into its head.
Well, that looks uncomfortable.
Right?
Well, I look on into horror. I wouldn't even try to make a willpower roll. I just look on into horror.
Like, oh my god.
Yep. I say it, then I do it.
All right. Well, there's a couple other buttons on the control panel there.
Right now, I'm in shock. Blah 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 blah. Exactly. Blah blah.
All right, Faye's gonna reach over and punch the button and turn the thing off.
You're just gonna randomly hit the machine.
Well, punch. You said so. I guess there's not an off button. You've got an on button, a run button. What else do we have on there?
There's a cancel button, and then there's a terminate button.
Uh-oh.
We'll hit the cancel button.
All right. So it literally does the exact opposite of what it just did. It like on lets go its head, sets it down on the thing, goes back in the corner, folds up, and shuts down.
Well, that is obviously a very nasty piece of droid work.
Yeah.
Let's go drop it in the whirlpool.
That'll work.
Can we get the last program out of it? Is there a data card or anything, or is it just they just downloaded it to the data banks? Can we hook it up to the data pad and pull whatever the program wants off?
Torture Gamorrean program?
Well, it's more the question. I'm sure it's got to be getting some kind of feedback. So it's the results. The question isn't why it's torturing the Gamorrean. It's what the results are coming back and what it's trying to, I guess, discern from them. But
Damn, Faye's a smart one.
Well, torturing is subjective. One person's torture is another person's outing at the amusement park.
yeah.
No, that's what we kept saying about the black sites in Poland, but no one seemed to buy our story.
It's just wacky fun.
I figured it was. Abu Ghraib, I figured it was just some people having some fun.
Yeah, it's a team building exercise. Putting them in like a human pyramid. It's just,
It's good fun.
Yeah, it's like a fraternity, like sort of a thing. So that
Yeah.
It's definitely it's all about making a name for
it was just pictures from Rush Week. That's all.
Exactly. It's like I don't understand why they're so pissed. I mean, he does have a small dick. I mean, come on.
Hey, if the chick's pointing and giving the thumbs up, everything's good, right?
Yeah. That's what I was always told. That's how I read it every time I looked at Penthouse Forum. So that's. All right, moving on. Bay, sweetie, honey bunch.
Stop making me. Stop making me.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, she looks back at you, kind of shrugs. She says, "I can't get in there." I was kind of hoping after what you did back on Tatooine that you could pull something off.
Well, I might be able to, but I mean, it just totally took me by surprise. I didn't expect something like that. I mean, shooting someone, that's one thing, but this is just diabolical.
Indeed. All right. Well, if he's not going to do anything, she'll try. So we'll throw down our 2D technical and see if we can't pull something off this puppy.
Why not? You rolled a 20 whatever with 1.
Right? That is insane.
Well, you rolled a 5, so if it's easy, you've got it.
A 4.
I mean, now you're messing around with that droid thing again, or what?
Yeah, I'm trying to use computer.
Was that your technical roll of 4?
Oh yeah, it is. I told you I'm the wrong person to do it, but no one.
No, I didn't say that. I was just like role playing out there. Oh, it's diabolical. This is just
Right. So you look at Vey as she kind of pounds away at it, and you don't even have to know anything about the computers to know that.
like okay, Vey. Tell you what, here.
Caveman. She just kind of like starts banging on it.
Yeah. I was like, Vey, here, hold on. You know what? You gotta use gentle.
It's on the side of the computer when it doesn't work.
That's right.
It was like, go down, typey.
Yeah, see, I didn't do any better.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. It's really like kind of a foreign design. You guys aren't sure exactly what it does or how it works.
I just pull out my blaster and shoot it. Boring conversation anyway. No, I don't. I don't do that.
Rito approaches, kind of like pushes y'all out of the way, and is like, Rito, typey. And
bring it on, Rito.
he doesn't do anything either.
Yeah. That is bizarre. 1, 2,
You guys are you could get any type of
out of 8 dice, none of them are higher than a 3.
Vey just kind of looks at this and just says, "Very impressive."
We rolled a total of 15 on 8 dice. The average roll should have been around 25.
We need that Verpin guy from my game, man. He can do anything tech related, because that's where all his points are.
Of course they were. 8D. Boom. Yep, I opened the door.
That's the thing. All right, so you collectively have no idea what the hell to do with this thing.
All right,
Correct.
time to drop it in the pool. Who's with me?
Let's go drop it in the pool.
Yeah, maybe don't forget why you're here.
Which
Well,
is what again?
It shouldn't take long to go drop it in the pool, but
I was thinking we're supposed to TP the place, right?
It is
We're
a
supposed
door. Yeah.
You know, the Darth Vader wears no underpants, or something like that up on the wall. Vader wears no pants.
You guys collectively grab this thing and chuck it in the pool.
Yes.
Yeah?
Sweet.
What?
Yes.
Okay. So it hits the water with kind of a splash, and then slowly kind of goes around, and then drops down the center, and it's gone.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Time to move on. What's our?
Yeah, there's no terminals or anything in here to.
Go, Patrick.
I don't. Is there a door out of here other than the one we came in?
There is not.
All right, so we've got the winding hallway, the S-curve, whatever hallway, and
The serpentine.
yeah, the serpentine hallway, and that is it. Correct? No other doors, nothing.
That is correct. That you are aware of.
Hmm. Well, I find that just a bit odd. So, hey, Bay, why don't you give me a hand here looking? I mean, is there anything here that seems to just be like out of the ordinary? I mean, like any of the walls or anything like that.
All right, take
Are
your
you partly elf? Do we get a like 1 in 5 chance on a 6-sider to?
What do your Zeltron eyes see? All right, perception. This is probably just it's just a straight.
Your perception is higher than mine, so I can help you.
Yeah. No, you're fine. They will certainly spend some time with Zoot's instruction in trying to pick out any irregularities, breaks in the pattern in the walls, whatever that might indicate either even like a maintenance duct work or anything that we could get into. Anything.
Sure, go ahead. 15. You found a button that's kind of it's not hidden, but it's not obvious. That's by the pool, at the edge of the pool.
At the edge of the pool.
Like
That fucking pool again. God damn it. I hate this pool already.
All right. With other options inside, is there anything in here that could be open either? Or is it pretty?
What?
We've got the torture stations. Is there anything that could be used as a weapon if we get into a tight spot?
Well, if there was anything, you threw it down the drain.
Okay, so that's all right. It was all crappy stuff anyway. So
It was an evil
Okay.
droid.
all right.
So, do you want to push the button?
I'm sure Greedo wants to push the button. Not Greedo, Rito. I'm gonna ask Rito if he knows.
Rito,
what he does.
Sparkly.
Just leave.
Sparkly?
He kind of like waddles over. What? Murder?
Sparkly.
He took me.
And he's like, murder? What?
Is he gonna push the button, or is he just talking about it?
I'll push the button. Boom. Pushed.
Push the button.
Push the button.
The water shuts off, and the pool drains, like instantly, and it uncovers a stair, like rungs of a stair that go down into the center.
Rito, food.
Food. And he, Rita goes down the stairs. He's expecting to find like eels or fish or something.
Okay, so you go down the stairs, and there is a access hatch. That's where the water was going down.
And he looks at the hatch. He looks to Zoot. Looks at the hatch. Looks at no food.
Just open it on the other side. Trust me. I'd never steer you wrong.
Yeah.
What do you think, Greg?
He tries to open the hatch.
All right, so it's like more like a grate.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't like swing open and.
Well, no, it wasn't. When the water was running, it was open.
Oh.
Now it's
Okay.
so you can open it. So you just kind of slides open.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then there's a stairs down.
Oh.
Or not stairs. There's like a ladder that goes down.
No.
Okay, so he opens it up. He looks down the darkness of the ladder. And he's just like, "There's no
You
food."
guys want to step out for just a second.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep going on. So I got to step out for a minute.
All right.
So-
I guess I'll go down the stairs with Rito. Well, come on, Rito, let's go. I've got a glow rod here, glow stick. Yeah. Pull it out. Let's go find food. Food.
All
out.
right. Rito grabs the glow rod and then drops it down the hole, and then
Oh,
looks to see if-
hey. Oh.
Ah!
Okay, so the glow rod falls about 50 feet
Uh-huh.
before splashing down into another pool below.
Like cool?
See? Oh, no food.
Oh.
Now this pool though is not filled with water.
Oh. Okay.
Filled
But
with
it-
Fuda.
It's like a glowing pool of some kind of liquid.
Fuda.
Is it glowing because it's glowing on its own, or because of the glow sticks in there?
It's glowing on its own. That glow stick kind of went bloop and it was gone.
Uh-oh.
Ah, so it's so the stuff would be glowing even if I didn't drop a glow stick or the glow rod in it. That's what I'm trying to get.
That's correct. It is
I see.
generating its own light.
Got it.
So yeah, so this is an episode of Doctor Who once. This is not going to end well.
You're supposed to be finding out what's going on inside the thing, dude.
Let's go, Zoot. Or sorry, Rito. You go. Come on.
Okay, so he climbs down the ladder into the glowing stuff.
I head down
Okay.
with him.
So you guys are in kind of like a cavernous space now. It's definitely not like the areas above. This is more raw.
Mm-hmm.
There's this tank of some kind of caustic material that's got warning signs all around it.
Oh.
And then there's kind of a low winding passage that goes on.
Awesome.
Huzzah.
No.
Well, I see only one way to go there, Rito. I say we go that way.
Well, there's do you guys want to search this room? Look around? Or does it go
Yeah.
down?
Oh, absolutely. I thought that. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Sorry.
But
All right. There's a metal table with 3 blasters on it.
Rito's definitely interested in blasters.
Actually, there should be more than 3 since there's 3 of you guys. But yeah, there's some blasters on the table, and there's kind of like a sign like, "In case of emergency, break glass." And the blasters.
there you go.
So the blasters are just on the table, or
Yeah, they're in this like a glass cabinet that's locked. In case of emergency, break glass.
oh, okay, I get it.
I like that. That's good. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
And there also is some mechanical noises coming from just above you guys, maybe like an in-between layer or some kind of mechanics that's in the corner or in the ceiling.
Uh-huh. Rito's looking at the glass cabinet with the blasters in it. There's a way to pry it open without breaking the glass, or
There is a lock on the outside,
okay.
low tech, and there is a small hammer hanging from a chain.
Yeah.
Small red hammer.
It's just so you don't accidentally break the glass.
Right.
But you didn't come up with a weapon, Rito?
Oh yeah, Rito has a weapon, but he likes
Likes more?
more.
One's better than none.
I'm trying to see if he would have any thing to try to pick the lock, but
I could probably do that for you, man. If you know,
nah.
I'm over there. I start going over there. He just grabs the hammer. Smash! What? What the? Take too long, Durka Durka.
Yeah, so Rito doesn't have anything to pick the lock, but he's just kind of grabbing on the edge, see if he can just force it open anyway or whatever. He's shaking it.
All right, I make my way over. Hey, Rito, hold on, man. Here, let me take a look at it. I'll try and pop it.
Okay, so Rito steps aside. Let's Zoot.
All right, and I reach into. Yeah, I pull the small security kit that I have in my vest and attempt to lockpick it with what I can. How's that sound?
That bottle you have in there that's slowly warming up.
Oh, forgot all about that too. Well, I'm not. Yep, my hand brushes against it, and I kind of go, "Here, Rito, would you hold this for me while I get this thing unlocked?"
Da Fuda.
No food. Just hold on to it for me.
It's definitely something moving inside of it right now.
Fuda.
Holds it up to one of his. I guess it's an ear. I don't know.
Well, oof. There you go. That's my roll.
Sweet. You pop the lock, no problem, and there are 3 blasters in that cabinet.
Okay. Yeah, Rito definitely grabs one, like tucks it into his waistband, or
Yeah. How about one in the front, one in the back? One in his hand.
yeah.
What does he grab?
Blasters. We found something that said in case of emergency break glass, it had 3 blasters in it. So he tried to bust it open, and I was like, no, let me see if I can get it open. And he grabbed the blasters.
Sweet. Okay.
Fuda, he said. So. Oh, and by the way, he's now got the specimen container, and apparently there's something inside it moving. So.
Yeah, and
Food indeed.
as he's grabbing the blasters, he's like holding the thing up to his wherever a Rhodian ear is, and he's trying to listen to figure out what's in it.
You can't really hear with the cap on it.
Yeah. Nothing bad will happen if you take the cap on.
Well, after Rito stuffs the last, so he's got the 3 blasters like tucked in his pants somehow, and then he's. Was it just like a jar or something, or?
Nothing
Yeah,
bad is
it's
ever
like,
enjoyed. I mean, if you've ever seen any Ridley Scott movie, anything that's in a jar will not hurt you.
So, Tony, take off your helmet in space on a new planet. You're good.
Nothing bad will
your
happen.
face.
Because why not?
Have you guys seen that video about new recruit training for that movie?
No, which one?
Oh my god, I'll post it in the comments so you guys can check it
What,
out.
it's like a thing on Prometheus, or?
Yeah, it's these guys do barely legal or barely something.
Sounds like porn to me.
Is it barely?
Barely legal. Yeah.
What the hell? I guess.
Prometheus prequel.
Oh, it's a joke then, right?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious though.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched the movie. I desperately wanted to like it and just couldn't.
I posted the YouTube link in the comments here in the group chat.
Roger.
Okay.
To watch later. Okay, so
Yeah. So Rito's debating whether he should open the container or not.
right, they can look like an old milk jug, like the glass ones. It's about that size.
Okay. He's definitely got one hand on the main body of the container, the other one on the lid. He's kind of waiting to see if any of the other people will stop him or not. Or
To open it up.
yeah.
No, you see everybody kind of like putting their hands over their ears and kind of like turning away.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think Vay's going to stop him. She is going to step away, though.
Step back.
Do the blasters have a stun setting?
Sure.
It's not that big of a jar. It's not gonna be like a monster coming out of it. Alright, so
all right. Screw it. Rito opens it and like looks into it.
Ooh,
Alright.
shots, Rito.
It's filled with like black worms that are about an inch in diameter,
Told ya.
and they're all kind of moving. And as the light from the pool hits them, they start to kind of expand in the jar.
Well, Rito's not concerned about that. He's smelling it. Does it smell edible to?
To a Rhodian?
Or would that be like a perception or a?
No, it would be like a plate full of worms. It would be something that you would definitely eat.
Oh.
But these things are growing exponentially, exposed to the air.
Okay. Well, he'll like
Drop it.
drop one out of the jar and like close it just to see how big it gets.
Drop it on. Where do you want? Just drop it on the floor.
Yeah, just on the floor.
All right. So you drop it on the floor, and by the time it goes from the jar to the floor, it's doubled in size.
And he points like, not for everyone.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why he's starting to sound like a Gungan, but you know, slowly turning into Jar Jar.
It's pushing its way towards the corner, like the. God, my brain isn't working. Towards like the wall, where the wall and the floor meet.
Okay. Well, Rito doesn't want to suit escaping, so he tries to shoot it, hoping that it would like cook it at the same time.
Yeah, it's like 99% water, so.
Rhodians are well known as famous hunters throughout the galaxy, so this worm
Perfect.
doesn't stand a chance.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Shoot it now! It's a space herpy. It is.
You want me to actually make a roll for that, or?
It's up to you. You could roll catastrophically and miss. Shoot somebody else. Oh, so you shoot it, and it just kind of like bursts like a bubble, like just like kind of, and then it's just like it's gone.
Oh, Rito's sad now.
That's okay. Now all the little pieces are going to grow exponentially too.
So there's nothing left. It's like a bubble. It just kind of pops.
I couldn't look at Vay and shrug.
Well, Rito goes over to where like the does it like evaporate or whatever? Or is it like a puddle of goo?
Puddle of goo.
Okay, yeah, he sticks his finger in it and like licks it.
Vay's covering her mouth, nose.
She's no longer pink. She's turning kind of gray.
Yeah.
It tastes
Cheeks are like getting all big. Moo. And she starts making like these really sick duck noises.
Yeah.
Actually, there is nothing grosser than a cat of a hairball. That sound. Plop, splash.
It's like mommy throwing up. She makes that noise.
It's like mommy. You know when mom had 2 desserts when we went to the Cheesecake Factory? That's what mom sounds like.
She sounds like.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh.
You're silly.
So silly.
All right.
I like him. He's a keeper. Goodness.
What are we doing?
So,
Rito's got this stuff, and what else do we see around here other than that pool of caustic stuff? And
so what
There is
did Rito like the taste of the worm, or?
he did actually. He thought it was quite delicious.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
he's gonna be down there, that big snork going.
he opens the canister back up, picks one out, and eats it. And then,
Eats it.
Listen,
Okay,
as soon as you-
now Vay's definitely gonna be going.
and then he offers one to Zoot and then to Vay if.
Vay's headed down the stairs. She figures it can't get any worse.
Come on.
He's
Come
like,
on.
Fro, no, I don't understand.
All right. Well, anyway, you were gonna say something, Alan?
Yeah. So as soon as it touches your mouth, and the heat of your mouth, it starts to like just explode inside.
So like pops in his mouth.
No,
Okay.
it's like instead of being like, let's say it was like 2 inches long, as soon as it touched the heat of your tongue, it was like 10 inches long.
Wow.
Oh, I see. So it didn't pop like shooting it with a blaster popped. It
No, but it's definitely expanding in size. It's getting thicker and longer. Yeah.
Obviously, it's getting later as well.
Oh, I cannot be the only one here sitting there with this visual. I cannot be the only one with this visual right now.
Okay. Well, Rito's
Too much tentacle porn. Yeah.
Got it.
He's
I know how this ends. We run.
trying He's trying to chew this thing, but
He's getting bigger in his mouth.
Just keeps growing and growing and growing.
It keeps getting longer and harder, I think, is how he describes it. Oh,
Thicker.
good
Longer and
Lord.
thicker.
Thicker and longer, yeah. Does it change colors? I mean, did it go from white to black, or what? I just kind
well, I mean, Rita won't let it. If it starts to gag,
Come on, Rito's got no gag reflex. Oh.
God.
I saw him. Hey, I saw him on Rito's. I'm sorry, Rhodians and Pigtails. I saw him on that website.
Wow.
Yeah, we've lost it. Completely gone off the rails.
It's a little late for everybody, I think.
Rhodians need cash part 5 or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this thing is like growing bigger and thicker and longer, and so I mean,
it's like stuck in his mouth.
so he's probably having some trouble breathing and doing some other stuff, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, he could spit it out right now, but
He's
Well,
not a spitter.
he's trying to chew the thing. Is that going anywhere? Or?
Oh my God, he's not a spitter. Oh my God, he's a swallower. Oh my God.
so you kind of bite down into it, and it bursts like it did before. It just literally like, and like you have like this slimy like nastiness like in your mouth.
It was full of protein, but slightly soft. We get it. We get it.
Well, it just came out. It just covers you with some stuff, and you're like,
Yeah. Well,
what's a better one?
Rita says it. Not bad.
Oh God, this is hilarious! I can't wait to go back and I can't wait to fast forward to this part of it. Oh my God!
Oh,
I think my sides hurt. All right, so Rito's got all this stuff on his face and mouth, and he's like, Buddha. All right, well, Vay is heading down the stairs, and I'm kind of like looking down the stairs at her, and I'm looking at Rito, and I'm just like, I don't know which, Vay. So I follow Vay. Come on, Rito.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so there's like a narrow passage with a metal like grated floor that goes away from the pool. Okay, so we're gonna go that way.
I'm following Vay.
Okay, Bay.
Vay
you
was
go
ahead
that
of
way?
me.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay, so it kind of meanders a little bit, and then turns and comes into a room that's very well lit. There's probably 5 or 6 halogen, like really bright lights on the top, and the walkway goes through the chamber, but there's staircases on either end that go down, and there are like large tanks, probably 6 on each side, human-sized, roughly humanoid-sized tanks. And some equipment down there, and then this like it turns into like a catwalk across the room.
Huh.
What kind of equipment are we talking about here?
We're talking about like typical laboratory equipment. Plus, there's another computer console.
Are there like
There are
air mask kind of things, face shields, that kind of stuff?
no, and the tanks are all frosted over. There's a couple like cabinets, metal cabinets. Same kind of meshes the walkway.
Locked?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm going to try the cabinet.
Alright, so the cabinet opens, and inside there are what look like eggs, and like smaller versions of the tanks behind you, and they're just kind of stuffed in there. That's right, they're eggs.
Wow.
And then beneath that there is a whole like apparatus that looks like it would, like the egg would fit into it and like move something. In the second cabinet, there's a data pad that's kind of stuffed in the top.
Oh, let's go for that puppy and fire that thing up. See what we got going on here.
So small.
Sounds like a plan.
So they grabs the data pad and tries to access it.
It's asking for a passcode.
Okay, well,
You got
then
that? You got that covered, Vay?
Yeah, sure. Just whacks it into her back pocket, or slips it into the waistband.
Just take it with you and just go.
Yeah, there's
All right, so we
there's
got
no way she's gonna crack that. Not the way they want it. So maybe she will crack it back there. But anyway.
Yeah, she puts it in the crack.
Yep. So all right, deposit it there. Unless someone else, she gestures. Unless somebody else wants to give it a go.
I could take a look at it.
She's gonna toss it to Zoot.
Oh, I grab it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost drop it. I'm like, okay. I kind of look at it and see what it is. It's a data pad.
Data pad.
Okay, it's got some type of security thing on it.
Data pad.
All right. I pull out my data pad and connect them up and try to do like some computer guru stuff.
Computer hackery.
Yep.
Go for it.
There's like a montage of like various screens popping up and then typing really fast. And
Exactly. Yeah. It, has like all these pictures of smoking multiple cigarettes, but not really dying. Got a case of the Jolt Cola behind me in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and take my time on this.
Hang on a second.
John Travolta's there with really stupid facial hair.
Good fucking lord! I'm gonna spend a character point. I'll go over 20. There we go.
You plug it all together and it just
I gotta
starts
spend
going.
22. There you go. I just want to make sure.
Just, the montage happens, like type. It's a
Tell me.
montage.
Did that music come from the data pad, or?
Are you messing with us? Did you really roll a 2?
No, I rolled a total of 22
Why am I not seeing it?
because it was a 15 and then a character point and a character point.
Alright, so you unlock the screen, and it starts, it has like files on these tanks and some kind of hyper cloning experiment. It's all really like technical terminology, but there's like schematics on like the little domes and some experiment notes and progress notes on each of the tanks, which you now notice are numbered. And there's like files for each one of the different numbers and what they are and what's happening inside of them.
Okay. Hey Zoot, let me see the FUDA.
You mean Rito?
Yeah, Rito, I want to see the FUDA, please.
Oh, okay. He makes a sad face and he tosses you the container.
Okay, I read the lot or key number on the side of it and see if there's anything referring to it.
No, there's no correlation that you can find. Actually, the sequencing is totally different.
All right, I flip it back to Rito. There you go. Oh, FUDA. Oh.
He unscrews the top and eats another worm.
And as soon as it touches the tongue, it gets longer and thicker, right?
And he's like, give him the thumbs up.
The whole thing in his mouth.
Yeah, Rito's really trying to convey the idea that these other two are missing out.
Yeah. I saw this in the movie once. Didn't end well.
All right.
Got a bad feeling about this.
But as far as what's in the tanks, you can see that there's some like biological specks, but they don't look familiar. Like they're not like there's no like. It's very generic the way they talk about what's in the tanks.
Okay. Is there any way I can copy the information from this to my datapad?
You could put the whole thing in your pocket.
Oh, I could, but then they would know that it would be missing. So I was just curious if I could copy the thing to my datapad or not.
You could definitely download it.
All right, I think I'll do that.
All right, so you make a backup copy of it.
Sure.
Does anybody want to document this room?
Sure. They will
You say there was like some kind of eggs or something in this room, or what was that about?
There's some kind of like small egg-like canisters in the cabinet.
Oh, the canisters were egg-shaped.
So it's Jurassic World meets Aliens. Got it.
So black. So black.
It's so black. And there's large tanks that are frosted over.
Go check those out, Rito. Fuda.
Well, all right. I mean, he's already found one thing that was delicious, so he starts like wiping the frost off of the glass and peering in and trying to.
So the first thing you notice when you scrape it off is there is a face inside of it,
Uh-oh.
like up against the glass. It's but it's like familiar to you guys. You can't place where it's from, but it looks really familiar.
Ruh-roh.
Rita takes a step back and he's.
Not Fuda.
If Rodians can slow blink, it depends on what version of the movies you're.
Here's the question,
and he
how
points his
familiar
knife.
would you guys be with identifying like clones or something like that? Would that be a common thing in the universe?
What eras or what?
Rebellion?
Say again. I'm sorry.
Rebellion?
I would say you're probably looking at some type of knowledge skill, and it would be probably difficult, if not very difficult or heroic, I would think.
How far removed from Clone Wars? A couple of decades, or?
Probably about 20 years.
We're like right before like the first movie kicks off.
Oh, it's about around the time period of my game. Yeah, I'd say, because all the clones are either like retired or are really up there in age.
Yeah, these are definitely not up there in age. These are but like I said, they're familiar.
Yeah.
So they're familiar in the sense they look like the technician, and that's the.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with Donna. If you guys make a knowledge check, if somebody recognizes it, I would give it to you.
Yeah, I'll roll my 2 dice.
There you go. Well,
Hey,
Maybe
look, we rolled 1 dice and got 22.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Is that it?
Rito doesn't know anything about clones.
And he's like, 10. Like, huge.
So no
Yeah,
one,
you're right.
everybody's kind of like, it looks kind of familiar, but I just
Yeah.
can't place it.
Face like, he's kind of cute.
Yeah, V.
So in the process of trying to identify like where that face is from, you guys kind of like brush the dust off, the frost off the rest of the tank, and notice that this thing is not wearing clothes. But not only that, there is no discernible features. Like there's no gender organs, there's no like belly buttons. It's like perfectly smooth.
Yeah, all that detail's meaningless to Rito because he thinks all humans look alike anyway.
Yeah.
So you guys are all the same.
All you pigskins look the same.
That was racist. I'm offended.
Oh, well, yeah, it actually was racist. Yeah. All you pigskins.
Was that that's like something a Romulan would say, or?
Well, I have no idea where to pursue with this. Vay, I've got that data pad over there, copied over. This thing's frozen. I don't know if it's alive or not.
Well, if it's alive, it can't be very happy, not without all its important bits.
The important bits. Take a little closer, and then oh. Yeah, I agree. That would not make me a happy person either. What else is in this room then?
Rito's not understanding. He's like, man, it looks like a normal human to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than a few like workspaces, there is nothing else in this area that's of note.
I don't know, Vay. What do you think? We should just get out of here.
Are there any other exits besides the way we came up?
Yeah, the catwalk continues on.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I think we've already documented the egg things. How are there? It's an egg-shaped canister, though. It's not actually an egg.
Correct.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if it has no belly button, it probably came out of an egg. I mean, I'm just saying from a player. I'm sorry, from player standpoint, not character. I mean, yeah. There's no umbilical cord with an egg.
Are you sure?
In real life, yes.
I thought they still did. I'm not a scientist. I'm not gonna look that up. I don't care.
Go ahead, look it up. Look it up.
I don't wanna.
You can all bask in the glory that is fucking dawn. I'm sorry, you know, a child there. Bask in the glory of his eye. There you go.
All right. Well, fair enough.
Hey, small human, can you say "Hail Dawn"? No.
So
Okay.
he's kind of circling the drain. I think.
He's like, I'm tired, Daddy. Your friend, he's got a potty mouth.
Let's try to go lay down and watch Gravity Falls with us. I want.
Ah. I didn't watch that yet.
This website says birds have belly buttons.
They lie.
They have belly buttons. I don't know. I have chickens. I can go check.
All right, Vay, lead the way.
It says baby birds do have belly buttons, but it's more like a temporary tattoo. The hell is that?
That's a temporary tattoo, not a fucking belly button.
I'm gonna look at another website.
Yeah.
This is like
Like a sixth grade science project.
yeah. Let me go to Yahoo Answers where I can.
Yeah. This
Something
is
I
saying
can trust.
you know, animals have faces, and you shouldn't eat anything that has a face. And you know.
That's like Paul McCartney's dead wife.
Yep.
She'd say nonsense like that. Birds have an umbilical cord when they're in the egg. Blah 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 blah. Do. Belly button.
Ooh.
It doesn't leave a scar that we. No, it's okay.
Well, the next time I go on the farm, I'm checking it.
Okay, well, it says that it doesn't leave a scar. They have an umbilical cord while they're in the egg, but it does. Again, I really don't care.
They don't have a belly button then.
Well, then, yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
I remembered something from a fuzzy memory of way back when about seeing a picture of what it looks like inside an egg, and there was an umbilical cord, which led me to believe that there was a belly button. Why are we getting stranded and entertaining this topic is beyond me, because I don't care.
Oh,
Well,
big guy.
regardless, we're go.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Vay's in the lead. Cue up Mission Impossible music. Dun, 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 dun.
To our alien eyes.
Yeah, all of a sudden the kid wakes up. Yeah, Daddy, that's my jam.
Does that datapad do something again, or?
Small alarm went off. Beep.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, so that wasn't from the Roll20 jukebox thing, or?
No,
There's a
no.
box in this thing. There
Yeah,
is.
the thing that looks like a musical note. You can import stuff from SoundCloud, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I tried that once, and
Didn't work very well, did it?
didn't work. Yeah. Well, at least I didn't hear it, but some of the people did.
Wow, that's fancy.
People did. So yeah, I mean, I'll try it again.
I used to have this one for people that were like being loud, and I'd be like, "All right, everybody, shut up." I used to do that.
Fire. You want to go with that?
Wilhelmscream, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when I tried it, it was I was using a different browser instead of Chrome, so maybe it'll work better in Chrome. Oh yeah, if you don't, I remember that you have to unclick because it's automatically in repeat.
We're all
Yeah.
gonna die.
All right, so what do we find? Headed down the catwalk.
What's the plan, guys? We going back and out?
No,
No, no, no, no.
we're going deeper.
Deeper with the long, thick worms. All right. So the catwalk continues down for another 30 feet or so, and then splits.
Are we talking about the way Vay walks, or are we talking about some kind of actual thing?
Both.
All right, superb. So we've got left-right slit, or does it come to a T?
Yeah. Teeth.
Down to a T, okay?
You can go left or you can go right.
I say right. What do you say, Vay?
They
Vay says right.
Is this like Scooby-Doo, where there's like
Right.
footprints we can follow, or?
Yeah.
There's a noise on the right.
Because I'm trying to figure out if Rito is Scooby or Shaggy. He's definitely one of those two.
and who gets to go?
Right on already. Scooby-Roo.
Who's next?
This kind of looks like this it's more of like a utility walkway
Okay.
versus like an office setting. Like maybe this is where they put the experiments that they want to be able to easily flush.
Oh, flush.
Ah.
It's gonna be mindless zombies. Watch it. Watch it. Watch those corners.
Oh, I do have tokens made for Ewok zombies.
There we go.
They're called zombie walks.
Zombie walks.
Get it? Like, oh, you're from Iowa. You don't know what a zombie walk is.
Why not just Z-Walks?
No, the joke is a zombie walk.
Sure.
They have them in Houston. It's like a flash mob thing. Everybody shows up dressed like a zombie, and then they just walk randomly down a street. It's weird.
It's like a flash mob.
Yeah, well, it started as a flash mob, and then became like an annual thing that everybody knows about. You know, flash mobs are kind of like this weird inside joke, but now it's like a planned, organized thing, and it's ridiculous.
It loses all the magic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ish, but instead of having like 10 to 15, there's like hundreds of people dressed up as zombies. Some, yeah, kind of thrown together. Some very elaborate.
Oh, fight it.
All right. So, all right, Vay. I say we open that door.
All right,
It's
let's
a door.
carefully open it.
What door?
We're headed right down the catwalk.
All right, so you head down the catwalk. It heads down another like 40 feet or so, and then turns to the right, and then it goes underneath another catwalk, and then there's a lighter section up ahead of
Is
you.
the catwalk we're going underneath black?
The catwalk above you has there's something moving around up there, and when I say something, I want to say like a lot of something.
Okay, is this catwalk we can see through, like grates that you can see up through and have disturbing
I
shadows?
pull out my Surefire and illuminate the section.
You could see some kind of
I had a
pinky white.
firelight.
That thing was that's the best flashlight ever.
Yeah, I had one
It's a
attached. I
battery.
had one attached to my helmet
Yep.
in
Yep.
Iraq. It's good
You can
stuff.
see like people walking around,
People.
but they're not talking. They're just kind of milling around up there.
Oh. I saw this on Fear the Walking Dead.
Was it any good?
Oh, the trailer was.
Oh, the actual show's not out yet.
No. It doesn't start until like.
August or something? Or...
Well, I know Walking Dead starts middle October.
Oh. I thought Fear the Walking Dead was supposed to be sometime in the summer.
I don't know. I don't think I saw a date on it yet.
I haven't really seen anything about the Fear the Walking Dead.
All right, Faye. What do we do? You're the leader here.
So that there's a light on ahead, and there is this catwalk, which it is inaccessible to you guys from where you are. But there is definitely something, a lot of something milling around on the catwalk.
Well, at the very least, we could get a picture, something to take back, take to somebody else.
All right, so you shoot a picture, and you guys continue down the hallway, and the graded catwalk abruptly stops into another one of those white antiseptic hallways, and a doorway, and a door.
All right, no evil-looking Rottweilers.
Nothing in this room. No.
Okay.
Evil
Is
Rottweilers.
this a door that just slides open, or is it one that we can open and like peek inside?
You can open up in this door.
Let's peek inside.
All right, so you open the door and stick your head out, and you look down the hallway, and you can see the incinerator from the laboratory, like down a hallway. Like you could see all the way down the hallway, and you're like, "That's the incinerator that we saw before."
All right, so we've made our way all the way around. So if we head on back and head left, that'd be the other section that we haven't looked in yet.
Okay, let's do
There
it.
are a large number of doors on that hallway.
Forget.
What do you want to do with the doors, Vay?
Oh,
Well,
where's the other one?
are they locked? Is there external
Excuse me.
indicate that they are intended to,
Vay walks down the
inside?
hallway looking for traps, and then checks the doors to see if they're locked.
All right, so you walk out of the doorway from where you guys were, and immediately to your left, a hand shoots out of a caged area.
Okay, I'm
Kinda
gonna catch the
gropes
hand,
it.
and throw it back to him.
With her cat-like reflexes.
There's a silent high five.
That's right. All right, so it shoots out, and I'm assuming it's grabbed onto my arm or shoulder or something.
No, it just kind of like gropes around in the air.
That's not unusual for when Vay's around. So
Yeah, that's true.
all right,
you see when she starts wearing hat
gesture.
shirts.
Zoot, get in here and light this up. I hope he
Okay.
has the right kind of light up.
Okay, I go over there and flash my flashlight, my glow rod. I pull out my mighty rod of glowing, and
What have we got going on in there?
Okay, so inside of there are maybe 20 of these men, and again they have no discernible features, and they're standing in a large room beyond this cage door.
And they're obviously not happy.
They actually don't seem to have any emotion, and there's a little bit of variety amongst them, which is weird for clones.
Does it look like they are dying because they can't go?
No, they don't look like they don't look unhealthy. They look like the ones that were in the tanks.
I want to bite you, man.
What
Could bite
me?
turn into a zombie.
She looks at you and says, "Bite me."
Fuda?
Fuda.
All right, we'll take pictures of that as well, I guess. So, it doesn't really count as taking pictures of naked people if they don't have any private bits, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not pornography if they don't know what they're doing.
It's like art.
It's art. That's right. They
They're-
have no bits, so it's art.
Yeah, it's got to be. All right.
Maybe they're like giant action figures.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it.
Okay. Look.
It's okay.
All right. Have we seen everything we need to see in your bag?
She looks at you and she says, "Probably what I'd see anywhere."
Which ain't much.
All right.
Clone sickles.
Clones. I hate those guys.
That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah. So.
You want to head back to the other area that we didn't see, or do you think we got enough? Or are you just burning with more questions?
You hear some kind of commotion coming at you from behind.
I say close the door and lock it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rita? What's out there? What do you see? Fuda.
Looks around. Does he notice anything? I mean, the clone
Yes.
sickles don't mean anything to Rito. I mean,
No, so it's like there's like a hallway with a bunch of like office doors, and then there's a hallway that goes right off of that.
yeah.
And Vay and Zoot both recognize this hallway as the hallway they came in when they first went through the plastic.
When we first went through what? The plastic?
The plastic,
Oh, so he just made like a big loop around kind of a thing.
exactly.
Well, that's too good to be true. It's definitely time to make an exit. I don't know. At least we can make an exit for tonight. Come back a different time if we need to explore some of the other areas.
Say we just get this information back to the rebellion.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
Alliance.
Let them know what we found.
All right, so you guys.
Old Republic.
All right, so you go through the plastic.
Well, we'll gently part it and peek out and see if there's anybody out there before we go blazing through.
There actually are a number of guards standing around just outside the plastic.
All right.
Rito, Fuda.
Huh?
A number of the guards is in more or
You count 5.
well, counting is my specialty. All right. They kind of comes back out. She's got a finger up to her lips and motions you further back into the hallway. And there's 5 of them out there. They're the rent-a-cops.
Yeah, they're the rent-a-cops. And that one other guy that you guys met.
No, the guy. He's not going to believe it this time. All right.
Rito has 4 blasters, so he's not concerned.
One for each of you.
Rhodian math,
Yeah. I have 4 blasters, one for each of you.
No reptile left behind. That's their motto. Or whatever. Rhodians are kind of reptiles, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're an aquatic, even species. All right. She looks at Zoot and Rito and says, "Any ideas?"
I can't think of it unless we can find another exit.
Rito opens up the canister and throws one of the worms out there.
Ooh.
Throws the worm. Okay, so the worm hits the floor and starts to grow.
Well, towards where the guards are. Or are they far away? I'm sorry.
I went back to the hall to be able to talk to you. So we went a little deeper so we could talk without them hearing because they were right outside the plastic.
Oh.
So you could open the plastic and toss one out there.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind. I was just trying to...
Okay, so you basically toss it in the hallway.
Yeah.
Sorry, the gallery area. And it hits the floor and it starts to grow because there's lots of light.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts like growing, and eventually it crosses the entire width of the area within like maybe a minute. And the head guard turns around and orders the guys to shoot it. And they all pull out blasters and shoot it. And it bursts. But because it's so big, it just kind of covers the whole room in like goop.
It's the Marshmallow Man.
And then you hear the head guard say, call out to you guys. You didn't think we'd let you walk out of here, do you?
To the worm?
To you guys.
Wait.
Like he just like shouts it like in towards the plastic.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, triple poopy.
No, Rito thought that would be some kind of distraction. Not.
They've cameras all over this place, and they've been
Yeah.
picking you up as you.
Oh.
They have cameras and stuff. We've been kind of milling around. That's not too surprising.
So they just allow us to play with their clone sickles and eat their gummy worms and.
Well,
All right.
It's because we broke their robot, isn't it? All right.
Well, not every area was covered, but enough of it that they knew you guys were around there.
Okay.
What do you do when you got people like walking around? You guard the exit.
I guess.
Well, I want to find another exit.
Yeah, we don't like this one.
I mean, I know it's the Empire, but I think that these places are mandatory. You have to have a fire exit.
There is a possibility of another exit.
Can we do something to block off? Is there any kind of a door as we back out? Is there any way to block off?
We feel like a breeze coming from.
Yeah, we give them bad looks.
Right.
Stop it. Get naughty.
Guys, there's got to be another exit around here. It's not covered as well as these with all these guys. That's pretty much the front door.
Well, there is a couple things that you haven't seen. So there is that catwalk that goes back the other direction.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's one way to go. That room full of like the weird clones.
Yeah.
You didn't go in there. Probably not a great idea. And then there's a couple doors that you guys haven't opened in the laboratory area there.
What are you thinking, Vay? I'm thinking go back down and go to the left.
I'm not going with those clones. Actually, sending some of those worms into the laboratory for fits and giggles could be good, but realistically, yeah, I think we need to get out of here as fast as possible. Let's go hit the other
Direction.
catwalk.
All right, let's do it. Come on, Rito, Fuda.
All right, is there a door along the way? Like I said, something we can try and bar off to slow them down if they decide to pursue? Because once they see, I'm sure they're going to have a camera somewhere that's going to be able to spot kind of where we are headed.
This is true. All right, so you guys book it, double speed, back down the catwalk, underneath that weird room, and then across the hall, down the other way. There's another laboratory that you guys run through. That you're like exiting. So you run through this laboratory, and it opens up into another room that's kind of like storage. And there is a lift there that looks like it goes up up to the street level.
Well, that seems promising.
Like a service lift, or
Like for this is where they like get their supplies.
Oh, okay.
Should we go ahead and try it?
what do we have?
Well, it can't be any worse than the front door.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it then, guys.
Okay.
All right, so you guys load onto the lift,
Yes.
and there is a small control panel, and it doesn't seem to be powered up.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yep.
This is gonna take all morning if it's like my turbo lifts.
I will take a quick look at it and see if I can ascertain what is wrong.
Make a check for your technical abilities.
It's like deja vu all
For
over
what, I'm
again.
sorry?
Yeah, make a technical check.
Alrighty. Anything in
Roll
particular?
Higher than an 8.
Well, no, I meant like...
just to kind of figure out what perfect. So you find one of those key card fob things on the side of the control panel.
I will attempt to use the one that we have.
Powers up, lights up, and the lift comes to life. It lifts off the ground, the street opens up, and you guys are lifted to the street level.
Kind of look around, see if there's like anybody that's going to snipe us from a roof.
No, there's like just regular milling around traffic.
Okay.
Food carts, vendors.
Rito's looking for like a food cart or like a...
There's a guy right there that's selling Vietnamese tacos.
Awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking around for like mutated Rottweilers, heavily armed helicopters.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Would have been bad.
All right. Let's
All right.
boogie.
Let's get back to the ship and send this stuff in and see what they want us to do.
But Rito's pointing at the food cart.
Yeah.
Vietnamese tacos.
Ooh, you don't know what's on those.
Yeah, Vietnamese, right?
Yeah, Vietnamese, made of real Vietnamese.
They have like these puffy rice thing. Oh, they're so good.
We will make our way back to the ship where we will try to send this information back.
Perfect. You head back to the rendezvous point.
Oh, wait, before we leave the area, Rito throws one of the black worms onto the food cart.
Perfect. It's bad. Causes steam.
It
Here we
grows
go.
longer and thicker, and yeah.
This attracts the attention of actual like imperial people. So as it starts like expanding and growing, and the cart kind of like gets weighed down, and the tire falls off.
Yeah, well, we're leaving as I do that though. That's
Totally. It's like as you guys are making your way down the street, like they run past you.
Giant cocoon turns into Mothra, starts trashing the place.
And
That
it
would be
just,
bad.
And then it just bursts.
Oh. So it's like a party favor.
Yeah.
It's like a living pinata for Rhodians. Like, oh, Fuda!
It
There's a
covers
photo of
everything.
it. Ew.
Goes.
All right, well we're definitely heading back then and sharing this information. You know, what more would you like us to do?
That's all I got. And that is the conclusion of your mission. Your
That
debrief.
wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad. It was
No.
different, right?
It was indeed different, and I did not mind it.
Nope, not at
I
all.
wanted to do something that wasn't just shooting shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it would be, actually.
Yeah.
What's that? I missed that.
My game was full of shooting stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind that once in a while, so that's
Nope.
totally cool with me.
No.
We
You
got a
can't
couple
have
steps.
you can't have a steady diet of pew pew and it just
Yeah, well, I didn't have like a bogged down combat thing. It's just I
No,
did,
you didn't. I thought
I
you
did
did
it really quickly.
I thought you did pretty well, man. I mean, there's the cinematic thing I thought was kind of interesting, and there's a couple of things there, man. I thought you were doing really well with, and I was kind of, I wish I'd been there, all the time, so I wasn't feeling like pulled away by other stuff that was going on around here. But
Yeah.
no, I definitely think that you did. I think you did better, man. I really do. I think you keep getting stronger.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Stronger.
Thanks for stepping up and running a game tonight, Alan.
Yeah, totally. Like I said, I wanted to try to do something a little different with it.
There's this
I-
in preparation for Cthulhu.
Oh no, Cthulhu's. Yeah, no, that's gonna go fucking sideways. I have some interesting stuff planned for that, but that's a whole different game engine. That game is about the story. So, anywho,
Yep, yep. Well, thank you very much, Alan. And I understand you're working with a little bit of a handicap there with the little one, but that's totally cool. I think we all understand as parents, you got to do what you got to do, and that's totally cool. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and head out, guys. As usual, if you need to get a hold of me, you know how to do it. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, have a great
watch
night.
that YouTube video. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
I'm sorry?
Watch that YouTube video I posted.
Oh, I will. I probably won't be until tomorrow morning, which is, it is already tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, right now.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. my time.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. I'm
All right, guys,
heading
have a
out.
good
Later.
Have a great night, guys.